From the first time that I saw you, I was taken by surprise. You had more than just four colors. I could not believe my eyes. Your sample playback capabilities were just the best. And when I saw your resolution, wow, I was impressed. My Amiga, you're more than a friend, not just a gal pal. We're in it to the end. I can tell you exactly what you mean to me, but I know you'll always be inside my heart. I love when you get serious with desktop publishing. A digital painting girl, well, you are number one. When nothing quite will hit the spot, you're awesome at coding. And when we chill and play together, it's always the most fun. My Amiga, you're more than a friend, not just a gal pal. We're in it to the end. I can tell you exactly what you mean to me, but I know you'll always be inside my heart. When I turn you off, when I push your buttons, I always feel sorry the next day. I wish I could be with you every hour. I love it when you light up. It makes me feel so good. My Amiga, you're more than a friend, not just a gal pal. We're in it to the end. I can tell you exactly what you mean to me, but I know you'll always be inside my heart. My Amiga, you're more than a friend, not just a gal pal. We're in it to the end. I can tell you exactly what you mean to me, but I know you'll always be inside my heart. 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 Inside my heart.
I'm ready. Hang on. No, oh gosh. If you're watching the VOD and you're wondering why I'm all out of sorts and whatnot, Twitch was playing around for about half an hour. I was like, we can't connect. Can't connect. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe it's you. But no, it was Twitch. Hello, Starly in chat. So I don't know if Twitch is having problems with other people trying to go live and stuff like that as well. But oh gosh, if I can, yeah, it does. I had a bit of a look around myself. Of course, oh no, it is working. It managed to figure out how to do this. This is the magazine we're going to get to, but what I wanted to do was just bring this thing up. You can see a thing here. More options. Yeah, confirm. You can see a lot of people had a bit of a spike around 6 o'clock. When I would usually start. Also, hello, yes, I know. Yeah, it looks like Twitch was having some issues here. Video stream, here we go, video streaming. Happy, my car's all serviced and fixed now. Is that car singular? Yeah, we will be getting onto that, but gosh, windows are everywhere. Hello, everybody. So I'm normally not in the greatest, and obviously recently I've not been the greatest of my greatest. And so, yeah, so it slightly flapped me and whatever, so whatever I was going to say half an hour ago, it's all out the window. But yeah. Cars, yes, in belonging to. This is the on-screen thing is not working. Why are you not? Let us try again. On-screen chat. Connect. Test. There we go. See, you know how to do it. And oh, is that why? Because I didn't have it down to 0 seconds and it was just on 3. I don't know. As I said, all of a flap. Not that I'm, you know, usually completely all with it and together and all that, but you know. Hello, everybody. The window is open, so there is turbulence here. I nudged my camera before starting stream. This is before even I was having problems with Twitch. Oh dear. But yeah, I nudged my camera, and sorry, I just want to check up on things here. Yep. Yeah, I nudged my camera, so it might be in a slightly different place to what it usually is. It might not. I might have got it roughly back in the same place and all that. And yeah, we're gonna try looking at the Amiga stuff. I mean, I said I was kind of, that's good. You know, I was getting myself back to normal after, you know, the whole COVID thing. And you say, oh, that was like over a month ago, Katie. But yeah. Remember the chronic illness thing? And yeah, I've not always been the best at waking up at a regular time. I've only recently really been able to pick that up this year, before COVID. And so after it, it's just like, it's been a struggle to try and get back to what I was and stuff. So I have been very sleepy today as well. And it's all, you know, I'm going to try and do this because I need to try and do this. But, you know, things might be a little bit. So, one thing I did want to say though, I don't know if people on what they're viewing on can look at the tags that I have currently on, as long as it didn't. No, they should still be on there. Twitch, for some reason, has decided that people can decide on their own tags. Yes, sleepy, yes. Twitch has decided that people can decide on what their own tags are, so they can type in anything they want. You know, after all this faff about, oh, you know, we don't want to give you a trans tag because that could be like used for abuse and things like that. And then when they decided, oh, we'll give you the trans tag, and there was abuse to start off with, but you know, then it very, very quickly actually calmed down, at least for me. We haven't had any issues like that for a while, have we? So, and then I suppose there's both, you know, downsides and benefits to being able to choose your own tags. Obviously, you might spell it differently to other people. You might say, you know, trans instead of transgender or whatever else. And you might say LGBTQ, LGBTQIA, LGBTQIA+, LGBTQIA 2S plus, and other variations of the acronym and stuff like that. And so, you know, people would have to try and search for all the little bits and pieces. Yeah. So if you want to, stars, when you start streaming up again, you can put like car sexual in your your thing. The old categories. There are no old categories. They're basically, there's a text box, and that is what you get. You type in whatever you want. So you can use the old categories if you can remember them. I guess you can like look up other people and see what they're using and try to use the same as them if you want to kind of, you know, catch the same audience and stuff like that. But yeah, so you could put anything you want. So, you know, the two comedy options that I have are Katie and Sleepy. Also, now there's an Amiga tag, which is, you know, wow. Because I've made it bisexual, yes. Ah, dear. So, yeah, there is all of this. So, yeah, I thought that was interesting that they're actually allowing people to do that now. So, yeah, and yeah, there are some benefits and stuff like that. But as I said, if you kind of look for what most people are using, then yeah, flexibility is good. It doesn't quite work, but if you can be like tag curious or polytagged or whatever. But anyway, I'm here. I'm streaming. There was a faff. There's a, you know, all about trying to get that sorted out. I did a lot of the waffle I wanted to do. I have to think more about decide what to think. Yeah. I did a lot of the waffle I wanted to do that built up over like the few weeks that I wasn't streaming. I think last week, when I just did my premium waffle stream. And so yeah. Well, we pretty much able to go straight into the stuff, the usual, and all that kind of thing. So yeah, this, as I said, I put this together like possibly over a month ago when I was last, you know, thinking I was going to be streaming the Amiga stuff. So my notes I compiled a month ago, and I will have to try and remember exactly how things go. I've had like a quick flick through things, and like I think I know what I was going to say about these certain things, but yeah. So let me see. Yep. So this is here. How do you do things on here? This is how you do things. The September 1995 issue of Amiga Format here. And the title of the stream is Amiga's Coming Home, because we have Amiga in the UK, new offices, new distribution, new logo, all revealed inside. And gosh, what happened to that? Is it David? Gosh, it's been so long that I've seen his name. I can't remember. David Pleasance, that was the one. New offices, new distribution, new staff completely. I mean, where's David? So we got that to find out there. But yeah, obviously we've got plenty of other things. Like we've got what's on the charts. So just to give you an idea, what was number one on the charts for over this month? Excuse me. Number one, we had "You Are Not Alone" by Michael Jackson for a couple of weeks, which had come in at number 3 the week previous to this, but obviously Blur and Oasis had that big fighting out about which one could be better in the Battle of Britpop, and so Michael Jackson was a casualty of the Battle of Britpop, and then the week after. So yeah, 2 weeks of Michael Jackson at number 1, and then there was Shaggy with Mr. Bombastic. If you remember that. I can almost do a good impression of Shaggy, but not quite. I did do like an entire song at one point like that, and you know, Yeah. Mr. Lava. Indeed, yeah. I'll have to actually find that out, because I possibly have that. It was on one, and I don't know if I have it. Gosh, I'll have to dig it out, actually. I can probably find it. It's probably not that difficult to find. Let's see here. It'll be on here. Sorry, this is going to take maybe a little bit to get to. It's going to be in here, probably. It's going to do a search. Is that the way to find it? I was probably searching through a lot of different files and things here. Here we go. So yeah, I can pop over here. It was it was a cover of Hamstershire. Hi, what's going on here? We're going to be looking at some Amiga stuff, and whatnot. But I like to do a bit of waffling about various bits and pieces associated with things. And hello, welcome. It's his first time chat thing, so hello. Welcome, all that business. So yeah, I have a possibly slightly embarrassing thing to share with everybody. But yeah, it was back on a forum where I was sharing various different covers of songs and whatever. And obviously this might unfortunately get flagged up. I mean, it sounds a bit different to the actual version of it, but it still might get flagged up and whatever. But yeah, what I like to do is look at the Amiga magazines here, check out what month they came out, and check out what else was happening around that time. So this is September 1995 when this particular magazine came out. And so around that time, as I said, we had number one on the charts here was You Are Not Alone by Michael Jackson for 2 weeks, and then we had Mr. Boombastic by Shaggy for 1 week after that, and then we had Fairground by Simply Red the week after that. But I mentioned I made a song a while ago where before I transitioned, so this is why my voice might sound a little different, but yeah, I made a song which is a cover of Without You by Harry Nilsson, I think. Gosh, was it Badfinger or something like that who did it originally? Hamstershire. Oh, I'm guessing Hamstershire. Oh, we have a subscription by Chaos. But you don't make music. I do make music, Chaos. I make music here and there. I've kind of just at the moment got little ideas, lots of little ideas, because I've been playing around with some software and various bits of software and picking out different ideas. So I've got lots of little short loops of things at the moment. But once upon a time, I did a cover of Without You, and I added in some extra Shaggy lyrics. So let's listen to that. Why not? Might need to increase the volume.
Your face, got me off guard, no time to breathe. Don't go, my baby, don't leave me blue, 'cause I don't know how to live without you. I can't forget to see you now. Oh, your face as you were leaving, but I guess that's just the way the story goes. You always smile, but in your eyes your sorrow shows. Yes, it shows. No, I can't forget tomorrow when I think of all my sorrow. When I had you there, but then I let you go. And now it's only fair that I should let you know what you should know. I can't live if living is without you. I can't live.
can't give anymore. I can't live if living without you.
I don't think stars could get that low. I don't think I could now.
All I love to see is now you laugh with me, but this signs and your frown are killing me. Why you got to move when you don't need to? How can I live this without you? No, I can't forget this evening, all your fears as you leaving. I guess that's just the way the story goes. You always smile, but in your eyes your sorrow shows. Yes, it shows. I can't live, living is without you. I can't live, I can't give anymore. I can't live, living is without you. I can't live, I can't give anymore. I can't live if living is without you, baby. Let me love you, let me be beside you. I miss you already, no walk out the door. But don't stand on my knees without me, baby, on the floor and on your arms. I need your sweet love, and we could take ourselves to the skies at ball time. I could be your man, you could be my baby boo. I can't live here if it's without you. I can't live, living is without you. I can't live, I can't give anymore. I can't live, living is without you. I can't live, no, I can't give anymore. Living is without you, baby.
So there you go. Got a nice little kind of drum beat going on with a buzzy synth bass. It's very good. I like it a lot. I mean, I don't know what other people think of it. Indeed. It's a song about the lack of air. Since the chorus is about it. It's like someone suffocating. They're like, oh, I can't live if living is without you. But yeah, it's originally, I think. Oh gosh, I think I have to look this up. Look at without you. Yeah, Harry Nilsson did a version of it. But Badfinger, here we go, Badfinger. Very mid-90s. Well, it was even... Well, my version of it was probably kind of mid-90s, but yeah, so Without You, this is not it. Hang on, let's try again. Without You, Nilsson lyrics. There we go. So Nilsson did a cover of it. So this is like, I can't live if living is without you. I can't live, I can't give anymore. Okay, you can't actually see this, can you? Let me flick over to the browser. Here we go. So yeah, I can't live if living is without you. I can't live, I can't give anymore. I can't live if living is without you. I can't give anymore. And yes, basically, I can't forget this evening or your face as you were leaving, but I guess that's just the way the story goes. And such. So yeah, that was on Nilsson Schmilsson from 1971, and you might know Harry Nilsson. And was Nilsson Schmilsson the one with, yeah, Coconut on, which you might know. Which I did a version of Coconut as well. Gosh. I will have to look that up now. let me see, Coconut. This is, I don't know, I'm going to be able to get to your album. It's going to be MX5 based noise music. That sounds good. I mean, you could make things, you could get samples of things and whatever, and you could definitely make music with samples. Here we go. So let's play this as well. This may be. This might be slightly different to what you're expecting. So here we go. We've got a bit of a music thing at the start of the stream. I was thinking there was no much waffling to do, but here we go. Yeah, if you get some good sounds out of the MX5, some good revvings, some good like boot slammings and door closings and whatever else, some key janglings. Bellow contact, not actually contact mics. So you got these like field recorder things. Look up Zoom field recorders and stuff like that. But anyway, let me just play this version of Coconut that I did. It's definitely a lot different.
Sister had another one, she put it all the lime. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank them both up. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank them both up. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank them both up. She put the lime in the coconut, she called the doctor, woke him up, said, doctor, and then nothing I can take. I said, doctor, to relieve this bellyache. I said, doctor, and then nothing I can take. I said, doctor, to relieve this bellyache. Now let me get this straight. You put the lime in the coconut, you drank them both up. You put the lime in the coconut, you drank them both up. You put the lime in the coconut, drank them both up. You put the lime in the coconut, you call your doctor, woke him up, said, doctor, and then nothing I can take. I said, doctor, to relieve this bellyache. I said, now doctor, well, and then nothing I can take. I said, doctor, to relieve this bellyache. You put the lime in the coconut, you drink them both together. Put the lime in the coconut, then you'll feel better. Put the lime in the coconut and drink them both up. Put the lime in the coconut and call me in the morning. Ooh, 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 Brother bought a coconut, he bought it for a dime. His sister had another one, she paid it for a lime. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank them both up. She put the lime in the coconut, she called the doctor, I woke him up and said, doctor, ain't there nothing I can take. I said, doctor, to relieve this bellyache. I said, doctor, ain't there nothing I can take. I said, doctor, no, let me get this straight. You put the lime in the coconut, you drink them both up. You put the lime in the coconut, drink them both up. You put the lime in the coconut, you drink them both up. You put the lime in the coconut, just a little woman. Put the lime in the coconut, drink them both together. Put the lime in the coconut, then you'll feel better. Put the lime in the coconut and drink them both down. Put the lime in the coconut and call me in the morning. Woo-hoo, and nothing you can take. I say, woo-hoo, to relieve your bellyache. I say, woo-hoo, and then nothing I can take. I say, woo-hoo, to relieve your bellyache. I say, yeah, and then nothing I can take. I say, woo-hoo, to relieve this bellyache. I say, ta-ta, and then nothing I can take. I say, ta-ta. Yes, I just said I wanna put the lime in the coconut and drink them both together. Put the lime in the coconut, then you feel better. Put the lime in the coconut, drink them both up. Put the lime in the coconut and call me in the morning. Yes, call me in the morning. If you call me in the morning, I'll tell you what to do. And if you call me in the morning, I'll tell you what to do. And if you call me in the morning, I'll tell you what to do. If you call me in the morning, I'll tell you what to do. And if you call me in the morning, I'll tell you what to do.
So yeah, that was my cover of Coconut as well. So two Nilsson songs there. So yeah, I like to try and do things different when I was doing covers. Obviously, I try not to do covers so much nowadays because they obviously might get flagged and stuff. And this video might get flagged and stuff. if there's any blank space on the VOD, you know why. But yeah, so I don't really do many cover songs and stuff like that. But yeah, so obviously that was a bit of a derail from things. That we're back here. So if we go, where's my pointer gone? Over to stuff here. So yeah, those were, well, Mr. Boombastic was number one. That's how we got onto this. Oh dear. But also, we have other songs that were on the charts. I think we have one here. I think Chaos will like this one. This is I Feel Love. You're in and out making dinner and knitting. Wow. What are you knitting, or can you not say? But yeah, I think Chaos would be very up or down for some Donna Summer. And the I Feel Love, it says here, was from the album concept was to have each track evoke a different musical decade, and for I Feel Love the team aimed to create a futuristic mood employing a Moog synthesizer. And I know Chaos has been looking into stuff. A small sweater vest for a puppet. Ah, cute. And so yeah, you love Donna Summer. Cool. And so yeah, this I don't know if this was a particular Moog synthesizer here that's in the picture here. But this is a very modular design of Moog synthesizer here. Modular basically meaning you see all these little holes here, these little things which you can plug like a jack cable up to different places. I don't know if I have a spare one lying around. No, I don't really have one easily accessible lying around, but you know these kind of plug things, like that type that's on the end of the thing here, but bigger. You'd use those kind of patch cables, as they call them, to put one plug into one part of the synthesizer and like plug it into another part of the synthesizer, and so then you could get your oscillator going into your filter and then going to the output and stuff like that, or you could like route things in different ways, however you want them, and stuff like that. And obviously you can still get modular synthesizers and things like that nowadays, but these were like among the first ones designed by Robert Moog, and famously played by people like Wendy Carlos, who isn't being dead named right in this thing here, which is good. So yeah, Wendy Carlos, a trans person who made this switched on back here, which is probably gonna not dead name her. Wow. I'm surprised. But yeah, so she wrote this thing called Switched On Bach, which was like a lot of, Bach, Johann, was it? There's a bunch of Bachs, aren't there? but one of them is Johann Sebastian Bach. And yeah, so you can see like a little synthesizer in the background there, of the picture there. We won't go into the actual thing here, because it possibly will dead name Wendy Carlos, and I don't like dead naming trans people if I don't have to. Oh look, this is the second time they've interrupted my reading. Well, stop interrupting my reading. Jeez. So here we have Donna Summer with I Feel Love. As said, the album concept was to have each track evoke a different musical decade. Now, people, well, maybe like Starly, maybe like Chaos might have some idea of what this album sounds like, and that's the Moog synthesizer. Yeah, I looked at that. But yes, this is I Remember Yesterday here, and they got Donna Summer on the front here. Go back here, and so combining the recent disco sound with sounds of past, or as I said with the Moog, it was supposed to be sounds of the future as well. And so I listened to like this album, whatever, just try and kind of pick out what I think the what the songs kind of sound like. So, you know, I Feel Love was intended to sound futuristic, obviously with the synthesizer, which was like a new thing at that around that time. And then that's the boo 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 kind of line that's going on. It's very good. And then some of the songs from the album, there's actually I Remember Yesterday, which is the song here. It's got some good horns on that one. Obviously I don't really want to play them for you because of copyright reasons and all that kind of thing, but if you look this up yourself, it's got some good horns on I Remember Yesterday here. Love's Unkind, which is this next one here, kind of has like a rock and rolly kind of sound to it. It's kind of similar to Eddie Cochran with like Summertime Blues and Come On Everybody. It sounds like it's based around that kind of idea. Then Back in Love Again, that's here, sounds a bit like Chain Reaction by Diana Ross, I'd say. So I mean, it's a pretty good album, kind of like just sort of definitely evoking different kind of sounds and things like that, and that. So yeah, there we got that sorted there. So yeah, and then the other songs on here we just got hang on. I remember yesterday. Oh yeah, I think these are like the ones that are not following the theme of the, you know, the past and the future and stuff like that. Yeah, there we go. Side 2 consisted of 2 disco pop tracks, a ballad, and finished with a disco song supposedly representing the future, which would become one of the most famous songs of that genre, I Feel Love. So there you go. So that's what we've got on there. What else is happening in 1997? We had the N-Trance version of Staying Alive. Staying Alive, you know, Bee Gees. Staying Alive. And such. Was that do 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 diddly do 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 and stuff like that as the guitar line for that. But in 1995, British electronic music group N-Trance recorded a dance version of the song. And we have here some of the lyrics here. So obviously I don't want to play the song here. It's like, get raw with the fever on the dance floor. There. Now, who's got a fever for the flavour? Who can dig the way of flex on a track can cause a rampage? I don't know the exact rhythm of this here. So put your hands in the air, because there's a party over here. So grab yourself a beer, or we can get our fever on. I'm with it, so let me tell my big brown beefer on. I haven't practiced this, you can probably tell. I'm coming with the discos. I can flip, so I'ma try the solo tip. Yeah. So tell me, can you feel the match skills coming with the fever, fever, fever? And staying alive. And step to the side, you better run and hide. More to the side, everybody wants to stay alive. That's the way another bit goes there. The blast from the past that you heard of, and me and the boys coming down with murder. And it's gotta be the way everybody wants to make a move, so just party. Some good lyrics in this. Of course, you've got to have the whole, you know, everybody in the house, come on and let me hear say ho. It reminds me of Parappa the Rapper, that does. It's everybody say ho, ho, say ho, 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 say ho, 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 now scream. Ah. That's the Parappa the Rapper thing, but yeah, you got to have like, let me say ho, or wave your hands in the air or whatever. Getting sharp with the flow, take a Bee Gees flip and break it down like the get-go. A disco lick that's deeper. We gotta get with the fever, fever, fever. So it went a bit like that. But yeah, that's one of the songs that was out there. And also there's I'll Stick Around, by the Foo Fighters. And it says here the music video. He was chosen due to Devo's well-known surreal music videos for a non-video video just done for just $60,000. Just $60,000. So yeah, and a giant spore floats around them. The spore, described as as a foo ball, was inspired by the Foo Fighter phenomenon, is where they get their name from, the Foo Fighters, which is basically UFOs, and that. Its original conception was bloated, charred, inflated girl representing Courtney. Yeah, they may have been a bit better, but as Grohl's management vetoed the idea, it was replaced by a 3D HIV virus based on medical models from Scientific American. I'm guessing it's Scientific American, yeah. That's why it says sick after it. Interspersed with footage of Dave Grohl eating chess pieces and brushing his teeth with what appears to be a switchblade. So yeah, I mean, if we just like flick over to the actual video here, obviously we won't be playing the music and won't be playing too much of it. There's, you know, Dave Grohl being Dave Grohl, and then we've got the virus thing floating around, and lots of strobing, so I won't play that a lot. But yeah, lots of strobing of lots of different colours. So yeah, and here's him eating chess pieces for whatever reason, but then it's Dave Grohl, so does he need a reason? And then we had this as well, Lisa Loeb and 9 Stories, Do You Sleep? Dave Grohl was too young, he was very young there. And Hello Niter90, first time chat here as well. And then once again, as I said with the other Lisa Loeb song that came up, it's like, do I want to be with her or do I want to be her? Kind of feelings and stuff like that, which I didn't understand at the time, of course. Hello. And yeah, she's like, it's a very sparkly dress. I'm saying if I can get a good shot of this dress, because it's a very good, here we go. Is it back or forward from here? Forward, here we go. Look at this dress. It's incredibly sparkly mesh, I don't know, whatever, silvery mesh dress thing going on here. And yeah, I mean, with that whole, you know, feelings of, you know, do I want to be here or do I want to be with, or do I want to be with her or do I want to be her, kind of like feelings or whatever, which I didn't understand at the time. It's like, well, I mean, not exactly, you know. Oops, wrong screen. Not exactly, you know, but not 100% dissimilar, at least. But anyway, carrying on. We also had singles out here, which is very interesting because we had Bomb the Bass, and you know, or you possibly will remember Bomb the Bass from Mega Blast. This one here, Mega Blast, which was featured on the Xenon 2 soundtrack on an Amiga game, which is and so on. But so you may remember that song from there. And they did another song here in 1995, which is called Sandcastles. And obviously, as I said, I'm not going to not going to play it. But if you want to listen to it, it's very different from Mega Blast. as long as I'm looking at the right version of it. Because I looked up, obviously, Bomb the Bass, Sandcastles, and it's a very different song to Mega Blast. But there we are. And we have here, oh yeah, this is another song that's out, Cast, All Right. You know, the whole Britpop stuff and whatever. You can see these lads. I think lads is very appropriate for these gentlemen here. But yeah, these lads here, This is the I Guess I'm Alright, I Guess I'm Alright, if you know that song. Some other good songs happening on here. You and Me song by Wanna Die is obviously always always good. Manic Street Preachers, this particularly If You Tolerate This Your Children Will Be Next. I'm going for like, let's try and get, the longest song title we can. I know there's going to be longer song titles than that, but for a pop song, that's a very long one here. This is Gomez, Get Myself Arrested. This is a good song as well. But yeah, this was the one song that was actually out in the charts around this time as well. And of course, also, Only Happy When It Rains, which, I was very into for Shirley Manson. This is garbage here. Interesting, Only Happy When It Rains, replacing Queer at the last minute as the lead-in single for the album. Chickens, I say. They should have led with Queer. I lead with Queer. But anyway, I do like this song, Only Happy When It Rains. In fact, if we're going for songs that I've done covers of in the past, do you want to hear another cover song? Yeah. I decided to, because I heard it in my head as this, and I thought I might as well do it as this. Oh, it's not in there. Oh dear. Oh, where is it then? No, sorry, I have to kind of go back out and maybe somewhere else. Of all the covers, songs. Yeah, well, music. Do I have... I might not have... Oh, no. Yeah, here we go. Here's the version of it. Oh, gosh. No, this is not what I want to do.
I'm on.
No, we'll put it in the proper thing. But let's get this, drag this over here instead. And so you can hear it's only happy when it rains, but I changed it to I'm only happy when it's jazz.
I'm only happy when it rains. I'm only happy when it's complicated. And though I know you can appreciate it, I'm only happy when it rains. You know I love it when the news is bad, and why it feels so good to feel so sad. I'm only happy when it rains. Pour your misery down. Pour your misery down on me. Pour your misery down. Pour your misery down on me. I'm only happy when it rains. I feel good when things are going wrong. I only listen to the sad songs. I'm only happy when it rains. Uh-huh. I only smile in the dark. My only comfort is the night gone black. And I didn't accidentally tell you that. I'm only happy when it rains. You'll get the message by the time I'm through. When I complain about me and you, I'm only happy when it rains. Pour your misery down. Oh, pour your misery down on me. Oh, pour your misery down. Oh, pour your misery down on me. Pour your misery down. Pour your misery down on me. Pour your misery down. And you can keep me
up I need, as long as you don't care. I'm only happy on the rain. You wanna hear about my new obsession, riding high on a depression. I'm only happy when it rains. Oh, sun is down on me. I'm only happy when it rains. Sun is down on me. I'm only happy when it rains. Sun is down on me. I'm only happy when it rains. Sun is down on me. I'm only happy when it rains. Sun is down on me. I'm happy when it rains. Sun is down on me. I'm only happy when it rains. Sun is down on me. Oh, 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 sun is down on me.
So there's that one. It's funny you saying that my singing's really good on that, because I'm thinking like it kind of sounds off to me, you know. And not from the whole you know, that's my old voice kind of thing going on there. It's also from the what about sounds off? The tuning is not quite there, and I kind of think like maybe I was trying a bit too hard at points. Is how I feel about it. I mean, I know if you like it, you like it, because you know things don't have to be in tune to be, you know, good and that. But yeah, it's like there's stylistically out of tune and there's out of tune, and I feel it goes into the stylistic. Yeah. But it's, you know, as I said, it really, if you like it, you like it. I'm glad about that. Thank you for kind words and that. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to play so many of my my cover songs today. And as I say, apologies if the VOD at any point has to get muted because, you know, it's like not available in your territory and all that kind of thing. Because yeah, I'm going over here. So there we go. That is that here, and then Only Happy followed the success of Stupid Girl. So I guess a lead-in single for the album. Hang on. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what they're saying here. So they said, replacing Queer at the last minute as the lead-in single for the debut album. It was the breakthrough track in the United Kingdom. Then Only Happy followed the success of Stupid Girl. But maybe that's somewhere else it's saying that. Yeah, in the United States, here you go. The single built upon the success of Queer. Your voice sounds best when you're trying harder. Okay. Yeah, obviously I don't try too much harder when I'm doing it now, because obviously I have neighbours to consider and things like that, and obviously embarrassment of myself. It's like, oh my gosh, if they heard me and whatever. But you know, it's both, you know, not wanting to disturb people and not wanting to be heard as well. But yeah. But this is that there. It's a good song. I like some of the other singles from the album. I haven't really fully heard the album, but or the rest of the album. But yeah, it's definitely a style that I like. Also in 1995, we have eBay. founded. So, yeah, 1990s. It's founded in California on September 3rd, 1995 by French-born Iranian-American computer programmer Pierre Omidyar. This person here. As part of a larger personal site. Oh, that's interesting. One of the first items sold on auction web is a broken laser pointer. Astonished, Omidyar contacted the winning bidder to ask if he understood the laser pointer was broken. The buyer explained, "I'm a collector of broken laser pointers." So there you go. So there's a lot of things here. But this is when eBay was founded around this time. PlayStation console was finally released in North America and Europe around this time. So the first PlayStation, which wasn't PS1 at that point, it was just PlayStation. And yeah, a lot of the models, I think you can see are the very yellowed looking ones or the newer looking ones, really. But they obviously didn't look too yellow at the time. And that's a PlayStation Classic version of it. That's roughly what it looked like. Yeah, but it was quite a big thing at the time, because it was like the first, well, I say first proper 3D console which I know of, at least. You borrowed one like that. Yeah, it's we had one like this. My younger brother had one like this, and we got the PlayStation magazines. You know the Amiga magazines. They had PlayStation magazines as well. They had CDs on the front. And yeah, a lot of demos and things were on there. It was a lot of fun. Also around 1995, style, you might like this one, the TV version of Pride and Prejudice here, starring Colin Firth, who Colin Firth you may know from people nowadays. Crash Bandicoot, yeah. Obviously, I've already said I like Jumping Flash, which we will play someday. If anybody feels like putting a penny in the penny jar for that, they can do so. But yeah, Jumping Flash and Parappa the Rapper. As you know, I've already mentioned Parappa on the stream. But yeah, Colin Firth you may know from, oh gosh, what's he been in that's been like the big thing? I'd say recently, but not really recently. Penny ad. Might be the other way around. Or is it Kingsman? That's the one. Is it not working? I don't think Streamlabs has been doing things at the moment. Hang on, let's try this. Yeah, Streamlabs hasn't been interrupting us, has it? Where do I find Streamlabs? Here we go. Oh, Cloudbot is not even on. Turn on Cloudbot. If you give it a try again now. There we go. It's working for that. So yeah, I should be able to add it now, one way or the other. As I said, I should add just both to them, but it's the other way around. But yeah, Colin Firth, who's been in a lot of things. Bridget Jones' Diary, got Mamma Mia here. People might know him from Love Actually, and obviously Kingsman here as well. You're right the first time out, yeah. Yeah, obviously I was away for long enough that the Cloudbot was just like, oh, we're just going to turn it off, yeah, just to save resources and things like this. But yeah, Colin Firth's been in a lot of things here, and was obviously in 1995 this BBC version of Pride and Prejudice, Jane Austen thing here, and I think other people here that I know of, yeah, Julia Sawalha, who was another one of those, do I want to be here or do I want to be with her, or stuff like that, who was in Jonathan Creek at some point. Also Safi from Absolutely Fabulous here, but I remember her mostly in, or remember to start off with, in Press Gang here, which was a children's TV thing. You can see, if we zoom in here, we have, yeah, Julia Sawalha here, over here. Look. And then, is Dexter around? Oh yeah, there's Dexter Fletcher here, who's another one of the the more famous people who came from this. Dexter Fletcher, I think, was on games. Wow, he looks quite different now. He looks more like a composer now, doesn't he? Yeah. I think he was in... Gosh, what is it? Is it Games Master? Was he in part of that at one point? Yeah, Games Master, presenter, Series 3. As well here. It's like it's a bunch of other things as well. Muppets Most Wanted, apparently. Yeah, I didn't see that one. And I'm not really too interested in seeing that one because obviously it has this guy. I'm not really fond of this guy. Apparently, yes, he was in Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. Yeah, just there. Dexter Fletcher. Les Mis back in... Oh, wow. You got to go. Okay. Have fun, Orbits. Yeah, he was in a version on Sunday. Okay. I'll see you then. 1978 as Gavroche in Les Miserables. Maybe television adaptation. Interesting. So this is obviously Javert here. Gosh, yep, that's messed up there. Anthony Perkins was in... There's Norman Bates in Psycho, so there you go. As Javert, so that'll be him there, yeah. Richard Jordan and Jean Valjean. Yeah, apparently in Logan's Run, which I've heard of, not seen. Angela Pleasance as Fontaine. First major film role came in Hitler the Last 10 Days. There we go. Caroline Langrish as Cosette. Doesn't say very much about her there. Christopher Guard as Marius. Oh my. There you go. Ian Holm with Thénardier. Oh, that guy. I think. Let's just check. Yeah. Bilbo Baggins. The old version of Bilbo Baggins. It's interesting to find these links, isn't it? And oh yes, the guy in Fifth Element as well. And stuff. Oh, Ash in Alien. Gosh. Of course. And yeah, so there we go. Yeah, I think I need to click out of there. So yeah, Madame Thénardier, somebody who's Mon Mothma in Star Wars, Return of the Jedi. Okay. And Enjolras, Dexter Fletcher's Gavroche. Fauchelevent is this person. Yeah. So there we go. Let's move on. Did I already do this? Yeah, that's Pride and Prejudice. I'm looking for like links, weren't I, for various different things. Also, is it coming out around this time? And I don't use the word coming out lightly because, come on, look at this. If that's not trans lesbian vibes, I don't know what is. That's I didn't watch much Xena when I was younger. I did see it occasionally, but yeah, very heavy trans lesbian vibes going on there. Oh yeah, Lucy Lawless, she was in there as well. Let's see what else. Oh yes, and 1995, the part 2 of the Who Shot Mr. Burns cliffhanger was released and stuff like that from the Simpsons here. And yeah, there's like lots of hidden clues and alternate endings and stuff like that. And And yeah. There was apparently a Timon and Pumbaa TV series around this time as well. Not featuring... yes. Interestingly, Timon, voiced in early episodes by Nathan Lane, and Quinton Flynn. Interesting to mention Quinton Flynn here, because he was Raiden in the Metal Gear series, which I do like the... especially the one Metal Gear game, which is Rising, Revengeance. I'm never quite sure how to refer to that game, in short at least. But yes, so yeah, that's another link here. See someone, Kevin Sean, somebody else here. So yeah, Nathan Lane was Timon in the film of The Lion King, and then Pumbaa by Ernie Sabella, or Sabella reprises his role from The Lion King, so this was actually the person who played Pumbaa. They call me Mr. Pig. Ah, gosh. And then following characters from Lion King appear in there. So Simba by Cam Clark. And Cam Clark is, Leonardo and Rocksteady in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and stuff. So probably a bunch of other things. Rafiki Robert Guillaume, is that? Who I don't know some of these other places here, but Americans might. Zazu, who is the bird. Toucan, who was played by Rowan Atkinson in the film. We have Edward Hibbert here, was somebody in Frasier there. And then Shenzi, Banzai and Ed, the Three Hyenas, by Tress MacNeille. Of course, it had to be Tress MacNeille, who does various voices in various things like Animaniacs, Tiny Toons, Simpsons, and whatever. Rob Paulson, of course, who does things in many things as well, and Jim Cummings, of course, who does things in many things as well. But yeah, Cummings reprises his role from The Lion King, while Paulson and MacNeille replaced Cheech Marin and Whoopi Goldberg. So obviously they could, probably very obviously they couldn't get Whoopi to do the thing here. Gopher, which by Jim Cummings as a mole and chief lieutenant of Zazu. I don't remember Gopher, because I know there was like a remastered version of the Lion King film with an extra song in it. Maybe they appear in that, or maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention. And there's some extra people here. Voiced by Corey Burton imitating Bing Crosby. That's an interesting one. So a lot of people there. And yeah. So there's that out. Freakazoid, another one here, which was a very tongue-in-cheek superhero. Was it? Freakazoid. I remember his brain's overloading. It had chocolate coating or something like that. I don't know exactly how it goes, but it's something like that. But yeah, it's has slapstick, fourth wall firings, parody, surreal humour, and pop culture references. So yeah, it's a very tongue-in-cheek version of a superhero kind of thing here. And Freakazoid was Paul Rugg, who doesn't get very much in this here. Oh yeah, check out Dexter Douglas, no computer ace. That was a kind of part of the song, wasn't it? Was it surfing on the internet and got sucked in cyberspace? He turned into the Freakazoid. So this was Freakazoid. Yeah. And then Pinky and the Brain, of course, a spin-off from Animaniacs as well. And then also there's Pinky Elmira and the Brain, because I don't know if Elmira was a popular character, but apparently so. There we go. Also around this time, Killer Instinct video game. Well, it says 1994 here, but it was released in North America and the EU in 1995 here. And I got a little bit of footage from internet about it. This is what Killer Instinct looked a bit like. It's kind of like a 3D, 2D kind of fighter thing going on. Because, yeah, these look like renders of 3D characters. So 2D renders of 3D characters on a 3D kind of background. Here. So that's Killer Instinct. Also out was the Batman Forever video game. This one had, you know, the Riddler, Two-Face, Robin, is that Batgirl, I think, as well. And the game here looked a bit like this. This is the Super Nintendo version. So yeah, it looks a little bit awkward to control and stuff like that. Oh gosh, look at this. Ah, dear me. But yeah, it looks pretty awkward. There. Rayman, obviously very popular. Dinner is done. Cool. What are you having? But yeah, Rayman. I remember playing the first Rayman. I remember quite liking it. Of course, it's released by Ubisoft, who not a great company, but yeah, I think we had it we had a demo at least, and maybe borrowed it or rented it, because this is when Blockbuster was, you know, actually around, and you could rent video games and stuff like that. So maybe we rented it. And if you don't know what a Rayman looked like, this is obviously fighting a boss. You can see Rayman here with the detached hands and feet from the body, stuff like that. And yeah, platformer. I think it's kind of what Zool wishes it was, I think. So yeah, different magnifications it looks like as well here. Which obviously, or maybe it's not. But yeah, you could change like things, yeah. They're bouncing up and down this a lot, aren't they? But yeah, it's definitely got the vibes of what Zool wishes it could have been. But anyway, also around this time, we had Hackers, featuring Angelina Jolie, Fisher Stevens, who you might know, you might not realise you know, but you might know from Short Circuit and Short Circuit 2, because he kind of put on a bit of an accent and things like that, which, yeah, might not be quite so passable nowadays. But Fisher Stevens in a bunch of other things as well. But yeah, I was in Hackers here as well. But this, their crime is curiosity. Boot up or shut up online this fall. So you see, the culture is really going into the whole internet thing here. You had Freakazoid with, you know, Dexter Douglas, who got sucked into the internet and became the Freakazoid. And you have Hackers here and various other things. So, gosh, made in the mid-1990s when the internet was unfamiliar to the general public, it reflects the ideals laid out in the Hacker Manifesto, which I think is an actual thing here. Quoting the film, "This is our world now, the world of the electron and the switch. We exist without skin colour, without nationality, without religious bias. And you call us criminals. Yes, I am a criminal. My crime is that of curiosity." I mean, some of this, yeah, kind of carries on. This is our world now, the world of the electron and the switch. I mean, I wouldn't call it electrons and switch. I'd say like internet and whatnot. But yes, it's definitely a very cyber world, if you want to say that, nowadays, and that. We exist without skin colour, nationally, religious... yeah, people didn't get past that. People haven't got... no, people haven't reached that at this point. Um, but yeah, so this basically is where the whole meme of hacking the Gibson comes from, because it says Joey, out of previous skills, breaks into the Gibson, an Ellingson Mineral Corporation supercomputer, while downloading a garbage file as proof of his feat. His mother disconnects his computer, leaving him with a fragmented file. However, his intrusion has been noticed and brought to the attention of computer security officer Eugene the Plague Belford. I haven't seen this film, but obviously I know of it from, the whole memes, hack the Gibson and that kind of thing. Dade and Kate check out Razor and Blade, producers of Hack the Planet, a hacker-themed TV show. Oh gosh. Unfortunately, that's definitely how some people see it. I mean, I think I see the world as everybody is a closeted trans person, unless they're out, of course. But yeah. But yeah, there's a whole hack the planet, hack the Gibson kind of thing going on here. What else do we have here? We have The Usual Suspects, which is, the film probably most notable for its twist ending. But obviously features somebody who we'd rather not get into. But obviously, unfortunately, is one of the main characters of the whole thing. Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to say, at least. Stars. Well, kind of not, but yeah. Also, Seven. I haven't seen this one. I've seen Usual Suspects, but I haven't seen Seven, which is with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. This was out at that time as well. We had the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was established. Well, it says in 1983 here, but they designed a new museum, and it was dedicated on September the 1st, 1995, and this is the building, I think. It was completed or opened or whatever in 1995 here, which is a very fancy looking building. And there's probably conspiracy theories about, it's a pyramid and, secret societies and whatnot, but yeah, we're not getting into that. Out as well, September 11th, 1995, was We've Got It Going On. I don't think I know this song, by the Backstreet Boys, the debut single. Of course, I know later ones here, like Quit Playing Games With My Heart. We got the singles chronology from them here. Quit Playing Games With My Heart there. Everybody, yeah, rock your body. I know that one. And I want it that way, and so on. But yeah, so that's the Backstreet Boys, and the first single was released around this time. Ocean Drive by the Lighthouse Family. You may know Lifted, 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 Lifted up today, lifted all the way, and stuff like that. You may not know that. You may know that one. Also, Ocean Drive was a single. I can't remember. They actually released a lot of. Oh no, they re-released Lifted and re-released Ocean Drive. So only really 4 singles were released from this album. But yeah, I don't remember these other ones, but I do remember Lifted. I remember hearing Ocean Drive. I'd probably know it if I actually heard it again, but I can't think of what it is. But yeah, it was a chill kind of sound they had. Blur album, The Great Escape, was out around here, which had, Country House, which was just the one that went up against Roll With It, as it says here, by Oasis, and they won. The Blur won. The Universal, which is the Hold the Music. Oh gosh, I think it's like British Gas, hold music. I think it was used in like their adverts. We looked at it before, I think. But you know, the bum da 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 bum da 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 bum da 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 da. Oh gosh, Stereotypes, which is another pretty interesting song. I actually bought this single. And Charmless Man, which you may know as well. But there we go. Inside Out by MC Hammer. Don't know too much about it. But I don't think it went... after the decrease in popularity and sales of his previous album, The Funky Headhunter, Hammer returned to his previous pop rap image. So yeah, I don't know if it actually did well though still. Because I don't remember any of these songs here. But there we go. Also, around this time was One Hot Minute by Red Hot Chili Peppers. But it's, as it says here, the worldwide success of the band's previous album, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, caused guitarist John Frusciante to become uncomfortable with their popularity, eventually quitting mid-tour in 1982. And then Dave Navarro took over as the guitarist of the band then. And this album has a very different sound to Blood Sugar Sex Magic and the previous ones to them. Obviously, John Frusciante actually eventually did come back to the band later on, but this particular album, he wasn't involved because he's just like not happy being famous. But yeah, you might know the I like pleasure spiked with pain, and music is my aeroplane. It's my aeroplane. And the my friends are so depressed. I feel a question of their loneliness and stuff like that. You may know that. But then Navarro was fired in 1998 due to his drug use, after which Frusciante returned to the band. So yeah, this was like a slightly different album for the Red Hot Chili Peppers here. I did buy Aeroplane on a CD, which did have this cover on it, but also had, I tried to find a good picture of it. It also had like a slight lenticular thing going on. I'm not quite sure you can see it too well here, but if you don't know what the lenticular is, it's kind of like this, where you get this plastic, which is like, the best way I can describe it is kind of like corrugated plastic. You know, they've got the plastic with some bumps on it, and you know, if you like tilt it backwards and forwards, whenever, you can see the image changing behind it because the bumpy bits of plastic are like making you see different parts of the image underneath. And so when you tilt it, you can see different things. If I actually look up on YouTube, let's see if we can find. Why is it advertising Gina G and? Oh, I know where it's probably advertising Gina G and Scatman to me. It's probably because that's what I look up when I'm in this browser. What were we looking at? Lenticular. If I can spell right, it's going to correct anyway. But let us not look at whatever that is. But have you got any good ones here? Creating, it's kind of like this, but on a smaller scale. Let's try and look at maybe. Well, we've got Nerd Cubed here, looking at some a little while ago. But this is kind of like the idea, you know, the ones which, you know, when you rotate them, they change to different pictures and stuff like that. So this is what the lenticular things are, and if you have it one way, you can like tilt it and it doesn't look 3D, but if you have it the other way, your eyes can see different parts of the image and it actually looks 3D. That's how I think the 3DS works as well. And so this here had the lenticular kind of thing. It don't think it really used it very well, because I remember this picture, it didn't really look too animated or 3D, but it had another version of this one. Yeah, here we go. It had another version of this. It kind of looked like SCP level of stuff here, but you can kind of see the lines going across here. And then it had like two different images with one, you know, hands up and one with hands down. So if you like tilted it back and forward, it looked like they were like banging on the piano there, and the little angel wings were kind of flapping as well. But yeah, I did have this CD, possibly still have the CD around here somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where it is and how to dig it out. If I find it one day, I might show it, but, you know. Also around this time out was Paranoid and Sunburnt by Skunk Anansie, which I had the single for this as well, Weak, which is the weak as I am, no tears for you, that song. This CD that I got here actually had this one, Selling Jesus, as a B-side. Charity is another one I know, or at least, excuse me, partially know by them, and stuff like that. But yeah, if you don't know about Skunk Anansie, you should probably know about Skunk Anansie, because I think especially stars, I'm sure you know about Skunk Anansie, but if you don't, look at this song. Yes, it's fucking political. I think you would definitely enjoy it. So that is, gosh, about 1.5 hours into things. What was happening around this time, you don't know it. Well, as I said, I suggest looking it up, because I think you'd like it. I think you'd like the band as well. As I said, look up Weak, look up Yes, It's Fucking Political, and possibly look up Selling Jesus as well. I think they might speak to you a little bit. Let's actually just double check on things here. So we have Skunk Anansie, Selling Jesus. Yeah. Can you message me? They want your... Yeah, they're selling Jesus again. They want your soul and your money, your blood and your votes. They're selling Jesus again, selling love to you. And so yeah, there is that. If I remember, I will definitely do that. In fact, I'm gonna want to listen to Week, I think, later on anyway. So if I actually just get that, you'd buy Jesus. How much are they going for? But yeah, let me go back to things here. But yeah, I think you'd probably definitely like it. It's got a very kind of kind of the kind of music I think you'd like, and possibly the kind of messages you'd like in that music as well. But anyway, we have September 1995 here, issue 75. Why is all the innovative, exciting software coming from small independent publishers? Meet the torchbearers. Or why it's coming from the small companies at that point is because Commodore went bust and nothing was sorted out for a year. So the big companies were like, no, we don't want to risk that. That's way too risky for us. But all the small companies which already kind of like were invested or could just bang out a game in a few months or whatever, then, you know, it's like it didn't matter too much to them, because, you know, they were probably selling, you know, the PD games or whatever, and so yeah. Anyway, we will get on to those kind of things. We've got some cover discs to look at here. Now, I did have some trouble getting some of the stuff from the cover discs working, but if we go over to... What am I looking at? Here it is. This here. And okay, get it where I can see it here. So yeah, we have this Maxon Light thing. And if we double click here and open Maxon Magic Light, it may look like it's done. It may look like it's done nothing, but hang on. don't know if you can hear those noises. Let me turn this up just briefly. But when you do things... it makes noises.
Demo.
So yeah, there's that. There's also, let me just check. Tools, maximum magic, look at screensavers. Yeah, some screensavers that come along with this as well. So let me get that up, because if you look up here, it's like adding something to the menu here. Making noises. We have the aquarium
Demo.
effect, crazy worms effect. Can I see the effect? Demo. There we go. This is aquarium, I imagine. There we go. Escape out of it. Can I do stuff? There we go. Oh gosh. Close things down. And that's the aquarium one. Crazy worms. Looks like this. And yeah, just randomly making noises. These are your crazy worms here.
Demo.
Can I... Oh, crazy worms. Okay, there we go. They sort of annoy the heck out of me. I mean, it already is. And then the spotlights. As you can see, you can change the size of them as well. Oh gosh. And the number of them, the brightness of them. The brightness of the background at least, and the speed they move around. And such. So yeah, that's what that does.
Demo.
Demo. Oh gosh, let me turn that down a little bit here, because it's probably going to be a lot loud when we go on to other things. So yeah, that is that. Let me check out what else we've got that we need to look into. So we've got a game, I think it is, called Odyssey. Let me just go back over here and get that loaded up. Disc 3, that's disc 2. Reset, let's speed through this. Here we go. And have a go at this game. Welcome to the AF Odyssey demo. Reloading, are we doing things? Do I have to click? Do I have to do this? Do I have to speed things up? Oh, hang on. Oh. Yeah, it does this. Which is kind of weird. Oh dear me. Yeah, not available in the demo, not available in the demo, not available in the demo. Not, oh, there we go. It's fire to select on that one. Not available and not available. So, let's go to this one. And we're a little person in a boat. We can swing our sword around. That doesn't do much there. There's a rock here. Clink. Ah. Uh-oh. Can I go through the door? No. Oh, look. I think that's a key. Oh! Don't throw rocks at me. It's rude. I want to go through the door.
Ooga.
Ooga, really?
Ooga.
Can you... Ah, there we go. Ow. That makes it a smaller one, does it? Okay. I know what this is up here. It looks, slightly disturbing. Ah. No. Stay away.
Ooga.
Ah! Well, I didn't have full damage, that's good. A little okay. That kills you. That kills people. Oh gosh, yeah, of course it breaks up into pieces and hurts me. Can I open this one as well? No, I need another key. A little Kermit looking individual. Oh, bird. Bird. Stay away. Oh dear. Gosh, I got this bird following me now all the time. Ow. Bird. Can I go through here? Nope. Looks like I might have to get that key up there. Ow, ow, stop it. How though? Don't know. Kermit? Oh dear. Ow. Oh, there's a key over here. I did need another key. I died. And I don't want to go down here. Do I have the key though? I think I might. I think I wanted to go over here. There we go, there's a cave. Oh gosh. Yeah, a bit sensitive. Oh look, I need my morph ball. I don't think I can go through there. Oh, there we go. That was easier than I thought. Okay. Okay, that is not... push rock on there. Let's not... Ow, ow.
Ooga.
Ooga indeed.
Ooga.
Ooga to you. Ga.
Ooga.
Ow. Ow, I should have left them. Okay. Nope, I end up down here. There's a lever. Right. Okay, that changes that. Oh. Gosh. But I have the key, right? Where did I... There's a door, was it? Like over here. Ow. Go through here, I can do that. I don't know if this helps though. Okay, that flips that. I need a key. Yep, this is a very kind of mazy. I need to move that somehow. I'll flick the switch, okay. There's a key. Ooga yourself, I don't need to deal with you. And then probably go down here. Checkpoint. There's a Pokemon in the background, or is it a Phanto? Oh, well, it tried to tell me something. Maybe it's trying to tell me... oh gosh. Do I have any special abilities or anything? Hang on. Let me try and see if I can find any instructions. I'll just see here. Apparently you can be a spider. Controls, here we go. When the two spells are collected, press F3 to change into the bird and F8 to become the size of a spider. Okay. Okay, F3 and F8 if I do have the spells available to me. Let's see. F3? No. F8. Ooh, I'm a spider now. Can I go over here? Oh, I can't.
Ooga. Ooga.
So I could turn into
Ooga.
a morph ball. Get off. Get down. There we go. Don't know if that helps me at all though. How do I want to get off here.
Ooga, ooga.
Oh, am I stuck here? Actually, I think it said space turned you back. Here we go. Don't think there's anything around there that I need. That's okay. Ow, don't Donkey Kong me. Ever so rude. And a button which leads you back around the top. What did I gain from this? Is it becoming a spider? Because I know that I could go up here and then be a spider. Come over here. I think that's it. Turn back. Yep, yep.
Ooga.
Ooga off. Is there like a restart point over here? And there's more oogas.
Ooga. Ooga.
I'm not sure why my character's flashing quite as much as they are.
Ooga.
It's down there, but I can be spider. Go up the wall. See, Chaos was playing Spider-Man. I'm playing... I don't know. They're both Spider and a Man, so I don't know. There's levers all over the place. This doesn't look very promising, does it? Well, I flicked the thing. It was spider again. And there's another thing which will drop things down. Okay. That switch will switch. Oh, okay, hang on. I will do that and that, okay. So I gotta be quick. Flick that. Come back around. I really don't know what I'm doing all this for, but it seems to be the thing to do, doesn't it?
Ooga.
Ah, here. Ow. Hang on, spider. Oh.
Ooga.
I think I'm dead. No. No, gosh. I was not dead. Oof. And then over this way. I think I have to kill the Ooga that's over there. Ooga, come here, Ooga. Why are you down in there, Ooga? Come on, out you come.
Ooga.
Ooga. Dang it. Okay, they didn't hurt me. They did hurt me there, though.
Ooga.
Yes, back to the person. And, okay, back to a spider. And person, I guess. We could spider through there, and we probably have... Yeah, you have to spider somewhere here. Let's spider here. Okay, I need to switch a switch. So that opens that up there. Are we leading this character down? Seems like a Mario hack kind of puzzle, doesn't it? If that's what we're doing. Yeah, I think we might have got this wrong if that's what we're doing. I think we might have got that wrong. If I slash them here, do they appear back up there? Ah, they do. Neat. Can you come over this way then? Actually, I don't want that open. Okay, that does that. Hang on. That drops them down there. Don't fall down. Come down here. So I want them to go down there. You go down there. You don't go down. I think though, if I switch this one first, they shouldn't want to fall down there. So they will want to go that way, and then they will want to go across there, and then I can spider over when they actually go over onto the button here. Come on, over onto the button. Thank you. Then I can get the key. Can I get the key as a spider? I can. Then I have to get out of here. No, get off the wall. Spider out of here. This is pretty neat, actually. Oh, I have to spider again. I mean, I know West would hate it. But, game design-wise, at least, it's neat. It's a long corridor for a very slow spider. Oh, look, some mushrooms. So yeah, overall this isn't actually a bad kind of game. I could spider through there. So one up through there. I'm going to spider through there. I got the one up, I think. This looks like a secret, doesn't it? It really looks like a secret area kind of thing. I don't think it is. Shame. If this was Dizzy, that'd be a secret area. I really honestly don't know if I'm glad that it's not Dizzy. Okay, and there's a bridge kind of thing here. Oh! Well, you can certainly fall off the bridge into the water there. I think there's another door somewhere. Indeed, indeed. Oh, the birds. Gosh, dang it, the birds. Birds, please. Don't you ooger at me. This is not the key for that. Oh, gosh, that'll be the key for that then. So where? So I'd want to get up and over. Oh, Oh, do I have to spider over here? Ah, I have to spider over here. It's actually quite a clever game. It's got its rough parts, but it's actually quite a clever game. Can I bird yet? I don't think I can bird yet. Which is really annoying, because I'm not quite sure. Do I want to... Can I spider in the air? I can! I don't know if that's what's intended, but I certainly can. Oh gosh, dang it. Dang birds. Spider, 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 spider. Spider, spider, be like a spider. Jump up here, then become a spider. Not quite like that though, it worked better before. Be a spider, be a spider. Not like that. How did it work before? Momentum? Momentum, I think. Okay. Birds. Do I have the key for this? I do have a key for that. Oh gosh, we're gonna have to spider up here. Yep. I'm not quite sure if this is what you're supposed to do. It does feel a little bit janky, but it certainly works. How much do you think this is actually what we're supposed to do? Uh-oh. Spider, no! Oh, is that it? Well, that's kind of an interesting game, though. As the sun sets, the creatures of the island turn to the horizon. In the distance, the king's castle briefly glows as the last of your wizard's power is drained. Then, night falls. That was actually a pretty good game as games go, I think. What else do we have here? Odyssey, we have things here. I'm just going to check things. Okay, I can't get that one to work, but these things should do so. Let me find the right disk and then we can load that up. This one here, reset. Okay, for some reason this one's hiding at the bottom here. It's a sub, so you know. Where's my picture? There we go. Apparently this A-wing thing works. Extract A-wing. I think this... let's actually go up here to RAM disk. Can't see anything on it, but I probably have to show all A-wing IOB. Yes, an Imagine object, but we did have the thing which can run the Imagine object. So I think if I drag this over here, then go to this and do, was it execute command? Show object A-wing. Will that work? Can't open file. Dang, I thought I got it working. Show object rotate. But maybe it's because it needs the actual extension thing. IOB. It does need the extension thing. Okay. So yeah, this is how we move it around. Oh yeah, I have to go like O for out, yes. O for zoom out. This is an A-wing. Top view. Here we go. Is an A-wing a Star Wars thing? I don't know. This is what it is. That's the side view. Oh no, it's solid. F front view. No. Well, it looks like this anyway. An X-Wing is, yeah. But whatever this is whatever it is. Just reset things so you know how they are. Also on the disk is a thing called Bouncy. Here we go, Bouncy. Extract Bouncy. We have to pop to the top again, go to RAM disk. Bouncy World. Deep lore, indeed. I know everything. Oh, this is what it is. It's an earth which you can bump around the screen. Very awkwardly. Let's turn the friction on a bit. Boom, boom, boom. Let's turn the friction down a lot. Hang on, can I grab this? There we go. Friction down, so it should just go boing. Bounce, 100% bounce. So it should just carry on. Force 20%. Let's say, oh gosh, raise the force. Boing, there we go. Bouncy world. There we go. So that's what that was. It's just a world that bounces around. We also have a mod file. If we extract the music, let's go back. Where is it? Programs, into Octamed or ProTracker. Let's try and be simple to start off with. Octamed is for more complicated things. Let's go for ProTracker, see if it loads in that. Resume. Disk Ops. RAM disk. Mod Lightning. Mod Lightning. Hi everyone, let's see what they say. What has Amiga been up to lately? You know, talk about the current state of Amiga. Well, first off, I don't know so much, but I know that they're not really around. This is kind of a way to find out for myself. This is the NER version of Lite, which is also in this archive, which obviously not in this archive I'm looking at. If there are any comments to me, GPS, put them through the net or email. steve@psych.sci.uq. Haven't read anything past 1983. I thought they were doing well. Back then, they weren't doing bad. O.OZAU. Relax, enjoy. So there we go. What does it sound like? You can probably hear that okay. Bah, bah, bah. This might be the vote. It might not work in this one. We might just get the drums in this one. So I might need Octamed. Hang on. Because I remember that it didn't work in one of them. It did work better in the other one. So yeah, I think that's the one where it just comes up with drums. I think it works better in Octamed. Let us try that. Open. Volumes. RAM disk. Lightning. Open. Let's try playing it from here. Or maybe not, I don't know. I do not stream on Amiga. Let's let this play out for a bit and see how it goes. Here we go. Indeed. I do have some official hardware. But I'm most definitely not streaming from it. This is interesting. Seems a bit empty, really. But then there are only 4 sound channels. There's only so much you can do. Ooh, hang on. It's kind of like they've forgotten what bass is, you know. Indeed, indeed. A full 1080p. By the way, Chaos, do you like my stream tags? We're allowed personalised stream tags now. I don't know how much my Katie stream tag is going to help, but I can do it, so... Yeah, this is nice, but it's yeah. I think that's it for the Amiga stuff. There was another thing on here, but I couldn't get it to work. What if they're like, yeah, if they just like people with the name Katie and nothing else? Well, that's their primary interest, whatever, I don't know. But anyway, we can actually get to the magazine now. Whilst we're doing that, I can get rid of this. Well, I know there are Katie fanatics, and there's at least you, and Starly, and perhaps Stars and West. Ugh. But here we go. So yeah, why are the innovative, exciting software coming from small publishers? I've already given my idea of why, but yes. And there's Amiga in the UK, and then Doomed at last. Gloom is the first Amiga Doom clone. The first bit of that line was so flirty. Sorry, what did I say? Ah. What have we got here? So we have here the last known shot of this person, apparently. Has that kind of energy. Quite cares being a Katie fanatic, right? It's people are watching the stream, you know. Anyway, so a new logo for the Amiga range, new offices in the UK, and controversy over prices. So this is John Anderson is heading up Amiga Technologies office in this country. So what happened to David Pleasance? I think he comes up later. But yeah, I've got flatbed scanners. Yeah, well, what isn't an awkward position for me, really? We've got some anime over here. Can't quite tell what's going on. It's like a shoe, and then some eyes next to a shoe, and a hand here. Interesting. But here we go, this month in view. What are they talking about? Things are happening again. That's a great way to start any review or news section, isn't it? Things are actually happening. We're pleased to announce that Amiga Technology has set up offices in the UK, and Amiga will soon be here. That is no longer being produced in China, which upset some people. Of course it did. Chaos is a good. I don't know what kind of sentence this is. Oh, you should also gain some, or you should glean some insight from the main feature. You should glean some insight. But oh, there's a zip drive, iOmega zip drive. I think that was available on other things. At least the zip drives were available on other things, and possibly from iOmega. But Amiga just came out recently. Indeed. Starly is also good. Confusion reigns yet again. Gosh. So, Creative Equipment International released that it would distribute the new line of premium Amiga 4000 tower systems. Amiga Technologies responded swiftly and angrily to firmly deny that any of the information was true. Indeed. I think there are like mini Amiga things, you know, there's whole, you know, mini PlayStation, mini Atari 2600 kind of things you can get nowadays. I think it's like mini Amigas, at least a mini like C64 I know of. But yeah, there's been no firm distribution contracts. Indeed. New A1200 landing soon. The chaos, he's a chaos fanatic. Wow. I certainly do turn up to your streams, so. We phoned around key industry figures to gauge their reaction to the news. The Amiga wouldn't be sold as a standalone machine. And wouldn't have an upgraded specification and wouldn't cost less than £300. Kiss at the face. I don't know. And there are certainly some disturbing well, it's in the name really, isn't it? Disturbing definitions of fanatic, where people will, you know, stalk people and whatnot. But yes, there's still a lot of people gagging for the machine, willing to pay that price. Yeah, I mean, I have written songs specifically for Chaos, like this, for instance.
You ugly, hey, 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 you ugly. Just joking, you're good. Just joking, you're good. Just joking, you're good. Just joking, you're good. Hey, you ugly, 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 hey, 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 You're good, you're good, 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 good. 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 You're good, you're good, 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 good.
So there you are. And there's the whole My Amiga song, which I obviously played at the start of the stream, and stuff like that. It's Jonathan Anderson is the messenger of good news and cheer, apparently. Oh dear. I hope that's not his official. Katie and Chaos are good friends and care a lot about each other indeed. Let's see here. Oh gosh, I forgot about the columns. How could I forget about the columns? Be bullied, indeed. Good God, 1 minute there's no Amiga to speak of. Doom and gloom are being spread in equal proportions to the mindless glee of PC and Mac users, and the loss of one more independent computer company seems as inevitable as the Terry Venables backlash. Terry Venables was a manager of a football team, I think, perhaps even the England football team. It is not for you to decide, Sally. Well, I think it's true, at least on my part. But anyway, as next you know, we've got a brand new logo and pictures of spanking new Amigas littering the internet and the BBSs. The ebb and flow of modern business practice is enough to upset the equilibrium of even the most level-headed of us. So you can't stand a company going bankrupt and not being able to produce anything and then suddenly producing things? I don't know. Okay, the logo is here. It's black with a red bit and maybe a little 1980s feel. Not that Power PC logo offers any perspective on the 90s, it must be said. If only enemies. Okay. Why whinge those people who will always whinge, even after winning a 20 million lottery prize? I think one of those people is there writing these columns. I mean, I could be wrong here, but I think you're describing yourself here, Tim. Is it Tim? It's got the Smith column. I thought it was Tim Smith. It is Tim Smith, but they've just got the Smith. Okay, fine. If anything looks interesting, obviously please let me know. The Dark Knight Returns, but is this the best Batman ever or the worst? This says everything. So there you go. Oh no, it is supposed to be the, because you've got the Smith column and the Bradford column here. What's Bradford saying? What name Bradford? Dale Bradford. Okay. What's Dale here saying? Gaining maturity, establishing a position in the local community and society at large, moving up the career ladder, acquiring status, knowledge and wisdom. None of these things I'm doing. Learning from your mistakes. Oh gosh. Oh really? There may be some conversations becoming increasingly youthfully challenged. I'm youthfully challenged. No, I'm maturely challenged, right? Never mind. I've yet to see them. Quite the contrary, in fact. Things which brought you pleasure in your youth disappear. Oh no, I'm definitely not like that. Oxo Chris spring to mind. I've never heard of Oxo. No, actually, I think I might have, but that was like a little bit before my time, I think. You've never heard of the artists on the latest Now album? You can't understand the words. Oh dear. Oh dear. This really says everything you need to know about this person. Good as they were, however, nothing they had to offer could tempt me from the sublime delights of Player Manager. I think that's all we need to know. 10 o'clock news. Footage is digitised and stored on the BBC newsroom servers after filming. Journalists can view the footage using QuickTime Video. QuickTime Video? An almost universally used standard for video transfer. And we wish it wasn't. QuickTime was just, yeah. And Real Player, ugh. Select footage needed and discard the rest. Due to the cut and paste word processor-like manipulative quality of digital video and its unerring, undegradable nature, news footage can be edited seconds before going on air. Theoretically, this means that VLAB-equipped Amiga owner could send an edited QuickTime video footage via modem from just about anywhere in the world and have it broadcast the instant it was received by the BBC. So, despite inevitable redundancies in various departments dotted throughout the broadcasting house, due to this digital technology, freelance opportunities will open up to all with the requisite computing, shooting and editing skills. And then there was YouTube. But yes. Independent news broadcasters are currently looking at similar systems, but the ITN and BBC have talked with Amiga Centre regarding the VLAB motion card and the Draco 060 Amiga OS compatible computer. The BBC already make use of the Harlequin cards. I'm not quite sure what this is trying to say. But, anyhow, Amiga Format, the clear exception, official. It's the 7th most popular. I'm sorry, that heading. Amiga Format, the clear exception, official. Amiga Format is the 7th most popular. Published title in the Britain amongst teenage boys aged 15 to 19. I mean, technically I did and didn't fall in this category at that time. But yes. Competing against national newspapers and mainstream consumer titles, The Sun beat everything, with Viz finishing a close second. Oh, that really just tells you everything, doesn't it? Oh, gosh. If you wonder why the UK as it is, especially here in 1995, The Sun was the most popular, and then Viz was... and then the Daily Express, and then a football magazine, and then the Radio Times, but, you know, that's more understandable. That's basically what's on TV, when people actually cared about that kind of thing. So here we go. The official PlayStation magazine. Yeah, this is the magazine that we would have bought. So there you go. There's a good old-fashioned PlayStation in the middle of all these screenshots. This just sounds painful. Squirrels do it with zip. Oof, gosh. With the large software houses leaving the Amiga for the imagined greener pastures of next-generation consoles, well, where is top-quality Amiga software going to come from? Indeed. Well, yep. This is an interesting screenshot. This is Gloom. Arg, the first Doom clone from Blackmagic is a corridor-wandering blast vest. I can't remember if we actually played some of Gloom. I think we might have. Is it the £300 and above price point is 3 times the cost of a Super Nintendo? Who's going to buy the new machines? What are they talking about? Amiga games are still outselling their PC counterparts. I'm not quite sure what they're trying to say here. Is this just like Gloom again? No, this is Fears. I think we had a look at Fear. I can't remember what we did and didn't look at, to be honest. Look, forthcoming games. Look, it's Team 17. Alien Breed there. Game Tech, which are those the people who released Frontier? I think it might have been. Yep, Team 17 again here. Virgin, of course. Time Warner with Primal Rage here. Another Team 17 Game Tech here. And so on. So there you go. Home games, new talent from where? What are they saying down here? The cost of developing for Saturn, PlayStation and PC is prohibitively time-consuming and expensive for individuals and small companies. Well, people found a way. For the consoles, there's licensing deals to be considered. Developers who don't fit in with the parent company's idea of what's an acceptable game, well, just think of the PS2. That was, you know, shovelware central for a while there, so yeah. Cost of development itself, £15,000 for development kit on the PlayStation, about £5,000 for the Saturn. Certainly that was a major point, but if you've got some of that venture capital and whatever, then maybe you could do it. And also there was the Necheros thing for the PlayStation, which was like a cheaper, scaled down development system, which some of the PlayStation magazine stuff, I can't find it, but later on they had some games that people have made on that. You're 17. You don't have a bank account, and you can't drive. Well, at one point that was true for me. No wonder it's only your mum who picks you up at parties. Well. That didn't happen. You see her across a crowded room, your eyes meet, and you know she's the one person you didn't want to be seen with this evening, your mother waving her car keys, dear oh dear. If only you'd opened that Lloyds Bank Headway account. You'd have got a cash point card. 50% off for your first driving lesson, and £2 off for the others when you pay for 12. Okay. You also have been quids in for discount vouchers and special offers from Topshop and a whole host of other places. Well, fear not, for help is at hand. To rectify this situation, simply free phone 0800 887 888. Fill in the free post coupon below or pop into your local branch. It's just the sort of lift you could use. Indeed. The headway counts for 11 to 18-year-olds still at school. And you probably need to like put down like £10 or something like that to start off with. Amos, the competition. Oh, right, because they did have the competition, didn't they? Those of you with long memories will recall that January's issue contained a rather special cover disc, Amos Professional. When the history books are written, look in the section entitled AF Cover Discs, which shook the world. Yeah, sure. And you'll surely see Amos Pro proudly sat alongside previous AF classics such as Imagine, Music X and Page Setters. Indeed, we were so chuffed with it, we decided to run a competition, snappily titling it the Great Amiga Format Amos Right Game Competition, for those in any doubt of its nature. By May the 1st, the closing date, there was an enormous pile of padded envelopes to work through. Their countries of origins, proof of AF's impressive penetration. Oh gosh. I don't want to know about AF's impressive penetration. Though this is a good joke. Finland, Sweden, America, Mexico, Australia, even Wales. Ah, gosh. So yeah, basically they had a lot of things. Amphibious was one more original entries. Your tadpole gradually agrees frogdom as you progress. Seems like a cool game. So there's a worms-like game called MASH. Yeah, Bomb is like a Bomberman type things. Bomb is one of the best examples, so it's a clone. Yeah, okay. There were a few Bomberman clones. Bomb is one of the best examples. So there we go, that's the way you're supposed to read it. What else do we have? Ian Taylor of Bromsgrove, created Amphibious, graphically outstanding. Represented a Pidgey in some respects. The player guided Tadpole to maturity as a frog by avoiding the bigger fish and gobbling up the small fries. That sounds like a lot of games. It's almost like Katamari Damacy-esque, isn't it? Simulation of the music biz. The Penny's player starts out busking, leading with bizarre songs. Perseverance leads to a record deal, nationwide tours. There's plenty of, like, you know, startup kind of games, aren't there? There's like a, you know, be a YouTuber games and things like that, aren't there? Gonks. Inspiration from Bill's Tomato game and Lemmings. Boominek. That's a good name. Boominek. Was another proficient Bombman clones amongst the multitudes. Indeed. Falling Down. Strategy game. Drop red blobs down to the bottom of the screen, keeping the blue ones up. By manipulating the floors. Interesting. In the pipeline was an unashamed clone of Pipe Mania. There we go. So yeah, a lot of doing clones of various games and stuff like this. Oh, this is the one Falling Down. So you have to move the platforms around or something to keep the blue ones up and the red ones down or something. Interesting. Bomb, Battle of the Master Bombers. This was the Gonks game. Return to Xantia. Almost knocked my socks off. It felt like a LucasArts graphics adventure along the lines of Monkey Island. The reason my socks stayed firmly on my feet was down to the gameplay. Despite many attempts, I failed to make any progress in the game at all. Oh dear. Boominek. And yeah, so there we go. The AF top 20 tips for submitting programs. Test your disk to ensure it works. Oh dear, make it easy to use. Don't use crap disks with flaccid shutters. Oh gosh. Don't compile the test to read page after page of text in between games. Disk swaps to a minimum, of course. Don't be libelous or incorporate celebrities in your game. Include a backup disk. Don't bother writing a 24-page instruction manual. So isn't that just basically the same as one above? Don't have humorous drawings. It really gives an idea of what they thought of their readers, doesn't it? Don't adorn your accompanying letter with highly detailed, humorous drawings or messages to your fave AF person. Send nutter mail direct to the person concerned. Yeah. So, There we go. If you're going to use a fair amount of text, at least ensure it's grammatical. Is that grammatical? Or grammatically correct? Is that the way you're supposed to say it? If you're going to criticize people for it, is that the way you're supposed to say it? And get someone to check your spelling? Yes, it does matter. Keep away from overcomplicated concepts. Try to ensure a game is stable. Yeah. Don't waste everybody's time by saying snazzy demo. Please check it's virus-free. Oh dear. Trying to submit a 2-player only game. And as for sending in a 4-player only game, don't do it. Don't just put the documentation in a file on the disk. Yeah, be original. There are plenty of clones. Game should be fun. Using U for up and D for down may be logical, but it's not on a keyboard, indeed. Don't waste your time creating long-winded introductions stuffed full of credits and dedications. So there we go. Did it say who actually won? Oh, these are the winners, are they? Martin Longstaff of Nailsea and Avon. Never heard of Nailsea and Avon. Ricochet, 2-player table tennis sim. Although based on the oldest game of all, Pong, it was extremely well done and very playable. Be original. Submitting a substandard clone or something already available will get you nowhere. But the most importantly, be original. Based on the oldest game of all, Pong. Gunslingers, based on an old coin op. Pipeline, based on Pipeline. Another clone of an 8-bit game. Bomberman. Another Bomberman one. They have 2 Bomberman clones. And they say, be original. Gosh. When you were younger, living on the edge meant fighting to keep a curry down after 8 pints. Sorry. But, sorry, am I missing something here? What is this advertising? Is it supposed to go over this other side? Because that's a real non-intuitive layout. I think it's supposed to go from this one over here all the way over to this one over here. Living on the edge meant fighting to keep a curry down after 8 pints. Now you know better. Look at this person living on the edge. Dude, that looks very, very PlayStation-y, or was it Dreamcast-y kind of look? With a taste for extremes. A night out wasn't a night out unless it led to a system overload. But tastes change and so do you. You may have lost some of your appetite for non-stop excess, but you still want your games entertainment to be hotter than a chili pepper. With the launch of the Gold Star 3DO, it's a 3DO. Oh dear. Extreme edge entertainment. The 3DO. You can be sure nothing will come out in a couple of years' time to render your investment obsolete. Well. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, look at this. Oh dear, oh dear. Sure. Amiga on the net. This is some early internet. The Amiga home page at omnipresence.com/Amiga. Omnipresence.com. I don't even know what that is. But it's apparently something about Amigas. There you have Amiga. What makes Netscape special? Netscape started off as a rather nifty version of Mosaic and was more suited for modem use. It responded faster, displayed images better, and was generally more fun to be with. Then the unthinkable happened. Netscape started tinkering with the HTML codes, the special tags which control the text and graphics. At first, the changes were minor, the ability to center text, for example, but gradually the improvements started becoming obvious. Accurate positioning of images, coloured and textured backdrops, user-defined tables, simply animation. Probably simple animation is what they mean, but anyway. On the one hand, HTML users were not happy, but then in later years it just got it folded into the standards and nobody thinks about it anymore. But it was an accepted standard that was being changed. That happens. On the other, the results were amazing. Because the results were amazing, it changed. Standards were updated, page design was transformed, and more attractive pages meant more users and more publicity. The additional codes supported by Netscape are easy to ignore on other browsers, for example, on Mosaic, but more and more page authors are finding it difficult to resist the new features, and so, new standards. I think we're on like HTML5 by now, which has like video and things that would be like Flash things, you know, what things that would have been done in Flash previously that can be done directly in browsers and stuff like that. What's new in Mosaic version 2? Forms support. Fill out forms. Performance updated GUI, new button bar, or text, or both. Gosh, this was a new feature just around here. The little arrows and things at the top. Wow. URL entry gadget. You may now type in a destination URL in the URL gadget at the top of the window. Oh gosh. It really seems very quaint now, doesn't it? So there we go. Here's some other, this is Netscape's site with Netscape Navigator. Obviously it's very pixely here, but there we go. There's this internet search, exploring the web, search engines. It's a shame we can't read this. Gosh, it's too blurry to read. Dang it. What we got? Sun Hot Java. Welcome to Sun's Hot Java homepage. Hot Java is a dynamic, extensible WW browser that showcases many of the capabilities of the Java programming language. Java is a new, object-oriented programming language developed at Sun Microsystems to solve a number of problems in modern programming practice. Oh, there we go. That's the introduction of Java to the world here as well. See, Java came a plug-in, really, and now there's a thing that pops up every now and then saying, hey, the newest edition of Java is available. Do you want to update? Indeed. So it looks like Gordon Harvard is getting very, very fancy here now, doesn't it? Quantum exclusive offer, video Amiga solution captures by Rombo. Here we go. Eye care solutions, I guess, the monitors. There we go. Another monitor here. 2-in-1 monitor. For both business and games use, it says here. Oh gosh, look at this. 15 to 40 kilohertz. Amazing. Do they mean kilohertz or do they mean hertz? Anyhow. Oh no. This cricket game over here. An Odyssey, which we played here, which was kind of interesting. Total Domination. Oh, there's Primal Rage here. Tiny Troops. This is a cool looking cool looking dinosaur robot. A Tyrannosaurus Rex with laser eyes wandering a Scalextric track. Neat. Top Gear. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, I've just realised what game it is as well. Clockwise from left. Colonization. Okay. This is a pretty neat skull over here, isn't it? Return of the world's best seller, Dungeon Master. See, here's a good pun, Chaos. If you're still around. The world's best seller, Dungeon Master. Very, very good pun there. Timekeepers, which is very Lemmings looking. Very, very Lemmings looking. And then Gloom. So yeah, more like Doom than some of the other things which have been trying to look like Doom. Here. The artwork, though, is... What is that demon doing to that person? Well, you know, in private they can do whatever they want, really, can't they? Anyhow, they give it a 91%. A resounding success. Gloom is truly fine shoot 'em up. Atmospheric and darn frightening in equal measures. Glory be. So yeah, they really liked it. But then again, they probably liked Doom, and they were like, "This is a passable Doom clone on the Amiga. We love it. This will bring people back to the Amiga." Internal combustion. Oh, as the summer heat turns up the AP office from comfortable working environment to an EC law-breaking furnace. AP's decided to hit back by doing a Thelma and Louise across much of southwest England. Stop off at a Bath train station. Gun down a bigoted redneck in a pub car park. Indeed, cruise around Nymphet Thrubwell. Rob a convenience store in a polite and amusing manner. Indeed. Start to get sunburned. Get cornered by the powers of law and justice and Harvey Keitel. Drive off the top of Cheddar Gorge. Indeed. Super Street Fighter 2. You know what Street Fighter's like. This is like that. They give it 88%. Graphics. Play the game, but don't expect graphical finery. I mean, yeah, I can kind of see that. Yeah. Take a break from your space travels in the universe's most famous watering hole. Tales from the Mos Eisley Cantina. 16 brilliant stories from a galaxy far, far away. I mean, I'm sure that people will be like well into that, but yeah, I'm not a Star Wars person. Sorry, I had to look up what it was actually called. Brutal Paws of Fury. We have the bear that thinks only of honey. We have something. I can't quite tell. We have a rabbit fighting another rabbit. Oh, Ray the rat. And then there's a bunny as well, so I got that right. And the best of the backdrops. The castle has forked lightning flashing. Because, yeah, I mean, it's a nice backdrop. But if it's the best that you have... Yeah, I mean, this one looks quite pretty. I mean, maybe the lightning is really spectacular. And we have a bear against... Oh, cloaked Fooey lookalike. So it's like a Hong Kong Fooey, like, dog. You can only laugh at a flatulent cheetah and a gobbling crocodile for so long. Indeed. A pleasant, quirky, pretty beat-em-up, which ultimately fails because the gameplay is as dull as a dodo. Dull as... For the over 30s only. I'm just still perplexed by dull as a dodo. I mean, dead as a dodo, sure, but dull as a dodo? I mean, you don't know what dodos are like. Dodos might be like really super fun and that, but average and lacking special moves, rather draining after a few days. Oh dear. There you go. Oh yes, let's co-opt this famous image meme thing here. Your last chance to buy at these prices. There we go. Super Street Fighter 2. Bigger, better, harder. Indeed. Games. So there's some past games here to look over here. Oh no. They're not getting better with colonization over here, are they? Oh dear. Turbo Tracks. This is a racing game. 79%, so they didn't seem to think too bad of it. That's a good car. I couldn't tell you what type of car it is, or based on, or whatever. But sure is a car. Got some fancy, is it gull wing doors they call them, or is that something else? Here's another car being worked on by two people. Look, there's a motor over here and other stuff. They're going to need to put those wheels back on and that steering wheel. That's kind of important. And this is what their cars look like in game, so a little bit of a stylistic difference. Well, they've got different types of cars as well. But they're still quite cartoony looking. The scenery, this is a good one. A deserty kind of one. Just like a racetrack. Some woods. It's like ice environment, and then a city one here. It'd be great if, rather than just racing all the time, little ambush scenarios and police chases took place in the streets. You bought a racing game. I mean, certainly that does happen in some racing games, especially later on, but you bought a racing game. And these are the tracks. That one looks very complex. This looks very like based on Silverstone, doesn't it? If I remember Silverstone. Let's just have a look. Yep, Silverstone Circuit. Just remembered I had a look at it. For what is the layout of Silverstone here? So yeah, it kind of changes over time, but you got like a bit at the side and a bit that goes down here. So it's kind of based on Silverstone, I guess. Here. Yeah, you got the bit that wiggles up and down here. The up and down wiggly bit here. And then yeah, some stuff happening down here. So it is loosely based on Silverstone here. And these are probably both loosely based on other racetracks, but I don't know. This is the toilet racetrack. This is the sock puppet racetrack. This is the tap or faucet racetrack. This is a jigsaw puzzle. This is a box. This is a what's it or Cheeto. This, oh, I don't want to say that. What that is? Gosh, really? That is a snake. That, I don't know, it looks like some kind of gun turret or something like that. This one, a very large beaked duck or possibly pelican. And that, I'm not sure. Maybe a pterodactyl head. Yeah, a pterodactyl head. So that's what I came up with in this Rorschach test here. But yeah, oh gosh, look at this. That doesn't look safe at all, does it? So I've got your F1 car here, your rally car over here, and your I guess 4x4 off-road car here. Turbo tracks. So nothing's on show that hasn't been done before. Link option provides interest for true competitors. True racing aficionados will find the game too limited. Oh dear. Looks like it's probably competent, at least, though. Yeah, these are some CD32 things. The hottest recent CD32 releases. And then coming soon, of course, Gloom was out on the CD32 here as well. Base jumpers, we saw a demo of that, I think. More Gordon Harwood adverts, they kind of split them apart. Game Buster, so we got the cheats and things. At last, a football magazine actually worth reading. You're not going to get me. Oh yeah, Darkseid, you got over here. Shah and stuff. What else? PD. Oh dear. Oh right, I was worried about all this and what was going to happen, but yeah, it's an itchy and scratchy thing going on here, which is probably just a thing from yeah, it's best not to read the what do they call these things next to the pictures? Not comments. Caption, that's the one. Carnage. Uh-oh. Is this the right one? Danger, keep off the track. Yes or no? Do we want danger? Yes, we want danger. Seems like there's the Doritos here helping you learn things. This one looks rather mouldy, but maybe it's okay. Dark Angel game. Visually representing resembling Flashback. This is Titanic. Okay. Dark Angel. Here we go. Yeah, very definitely visually whatever they said. Visually resembling. Yes, very definitely visually resembling Flashback. Right here. Was the best looking games programmed using Amos. Let's see what it says about it. Controllability and animation of the main character is excellent. He runs, rolls over, jumps, crouches and fires his gun, just like the main character from Flashback. It was Conrad, wasn't it, I think. Protagonists seem a bit stiff. Don't you mean antagonists? It's fun shooting them anyway. Anyhow, I didn't get far enough into the game to justify any comments on the structure as such. So yeah, it looks like maybe it's a reasonably competent Flashback kind of clone. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. There's stuff going on here. I mean, it might be safe for work, but it's very hard to tell with that. But yeah, we got some other pictures. They look fairly decently covered up here. Let's see what else we have. Magic Eye Kit. Yeah, I think we've seen that before. What else? Seriously, Amiga. This is the iAmiga zip drive, which I remember seeing a lot of like adverts and features and things for, and it's like, cool, it can hold more on a disc. And then came CDs and various other things, which completely outpaced them. But flatbed scanners, oh cool, they actually have some flatbed scanners, which, yeah, scanners look odd. I mean, I've got my scanner right here. I mean, I can't really see too much here, but Basically have an almost empty box, don't you, for a scanner? When they have the mechanics go backwards and forwards. But it's really just weird having this big empty box. To me it is anyway. And then, gosh, look at this scanner here. But yeah, there we go. Oh, there's another one of these flippy up scanners like that. When I say flippy up, I mean this is a flippy up one, but I mean it more of a flippy up that way one. I know what I mean, at least I know what I think I mean. Yep, it can do some kind of scans. Pro grab, so it's like a video grabber thing. Here. Batch factory, probably batch processing stuff going on here for images, it seems. Critical zone. CD 32 pack. More than just a games console. 200 quid, so yeah. Zip it up, indeed. So this was the Amiga zip drive and the discs that went in it. I mean, they look fancy. This looked like a nice bit of equipment, and the discs look very, very chunky and very good. But yeah, things definitely outpaced things. So the pros and cons of storage devices. Yeah, you got your floppy disk, which people still possibly know about nowadays. But yeah, max size 1.4 megabytes, about 20 kilobytes or kilobits, it's not really saying. So probably kilobytes per second. Price per megabyte 38p. Hard drive, yep. Can go a bit faster. Well, max size 2 gigabytes. I mean, I've got like a 2 terabyte drive in here. That's one of the little stick drives. So yeah. Here though, the max size of the thing, 2 gigabyte. The largest commonly available. SideQuest, big floppies in a large cartridge. You can get 88 megabytes, so that's quite a bump up from 1.4 megabytes to 88 megabytes, and a faster speed. Magneto-optical, using a hybrid technology, magnetic tracks on optically indexed disc. Very reliable. 1.3 gigabytes, so yeah, getting some good storage ability there. And then the zip drive here, it's 100 megabytes on there, so it's doing better than quite a few of these replaceable ones, because obviously the hard drive, you can't just like slot a new hard drive in, pull it out. I know there are ways to do it, but it's not like quite as simple as that. But these ones, with the discs like this, they're just like grab one, slot it in, pull it out, grab another one, slot it in, and all that kind of thing. So these are like 1.4, 88, and then the zip, it looks pretty good at 100 megabytes there. So if you want like interchangeable storage media, then that's a good kind of thing there. What is going on down here? We talked to a band who've just started their own record label. So, while they use Amigas to create their music, find out how you can too. Or find out how you too can rise to become a chart topper all through the power of your Amiga. I don't recognise these people. This person seems to be wearing their sunglasses at a bit of an odd angle. But there we go. That looks fun. CD-ROM drive from Iowa. What's this? A RAM expansion, it looks like there. Bridging the gap. A bunch of other stuff. CD-ROMs. Gigagraphic CD collection. Specky Sensations, so a bunch of Spectrum games all on there, which possibly all aren't licensed correctly. A Weird Science Multimedia Toolkit. I'm going to have a zoom in on that in a bit. And Hottest 5. Let's see what that is in that bit as well, but I didn't know what's going on here. But it sure is going on. So this is just like a picture disc. So this is what they found to do with CDs back in the day. You would either put a bunch of images on it for people to use, or you'd put a bunch of old games on it and stuff. So this is like a library of I think websites or something like that. This is the PD library collection on a CD as well. So yeah, I mean, at this time it was just like, because programs usually had to be fitted on like a 1.4 megabytes floppy disk. You'd have these CDs which could hold like 600 megabytes or more, and it's like, well, what do we do with all that space? They'll just put a bunch more files on it, either images or games or whatever. Some workbenchy stuff going on here. Welcome to Gotham. Oh, it's a Mosaic, so it's the web browser. There. Some more website stuff. Grapevine tools, what the heck? Grapevine users don't even have to remember actual IRC commands because the toolbar does most of the things you need. So if you know about IRC, you might know what these logos mean. I'm guessing that's kick from the chat, block, play table tennis, go to sleep. Magic wand, I don't know. I don't know what all this is. Where to get IRC client software? Yep, so you can go to these places and then go to IRC chat or IR chat or whatever, then Grapevine. And download the LHA, which is the, basically like zip files. So I'm just looking at this user list here. Hashtag hot tub. And let's see if people's usernames have improved over time. Yeah, Trumpet. You probably wouldn't be able to get the name like Trumpet nowadays, would you? It'd be like one of the first things snapped up because it's like a very simple word. Rubber band. Undead. Vice, lag, Vice, demon. Beepsy. Beaker. Yeah, they could have shorter names back in the day. Let's see. Mailbag. Oh, gallery thing. We'll have a look at the gallery. Bug. This is a pretty good image here. Who could fail to be captivated by this alluring, homely, and ultimately charming image? At first, we couldn't believe this wasn't a scanned image. Subsequent scrupulous investigation revealed that it has indeed been created by hand. Hats off to Brendan, he's a star. So yeah, this is actually apparently all created with digital art. Especially like on Amiga. I mean, you've seen what kind of art packages are available on Amiga. This is pretty impressive. There's possibly some art packages which would have made this easier, but you know, with the resolution and everything available, it's not going to be easy. Obviously, we got like the blurry version of it as well, so we can't really easily tell things. But dear. Bonkers. I would like to make a complaint. In your last issue of Amiga Format, Stephen Bradley wrote an article on Speedball 2 CD32. In it, he mentioned the players don't wear mentioned that the role players do not wear roller skates. He is, of course, completely wrong. As we all know, since the year 2019, players have always worn skates. I would not normally grumble, but I believe that sacrilege of this magnitude should not go unnoticed. Okay. Let's look at some of the other pictures. Here we go. It's a Joker with a camera. Which is a very good rendition. Rembrandt. Although probably based on a scan of some kind, the lighting really makes this image. Yeah, and Porsche. There we go. Stars if you're watching. Beautifully drawn on an A500 Plus using D-Paint 3 and 64 colours. So yeah, I mean, you've seen what tools are available. I've shown D-Paint before. This is a pretty impressive usage. Yeah, is that a 924S? I'm guessing that's probably what it would be here. Now, lots of little segments for lights and things. Why do you need all those? Because I can see your turn signals, but then is this all just your red light, but it's like sectioned off because it looks better? I guess. Anyway. That is a car. If Stars is still watching, I hope you enjoyed the car. The temperature is rising. The PC versus Amiga debate is heading for its final furlong. So basically a bunch of people arguing about PC versus Amiga and stuff. We don't really need to get into that. Special offers, the same kind of things that we've had before. Transition. Ah, look. Help is at hand. Transition. I just need to crop up this alpha properly and like... There we go, something like this. Help is at hand. Transition. Oh dear. But yes, this is a back issue things here. Or is this? I don't know. Anyway, carrying on. Arachnophilia. Porsche 924S is a real car. I thought it probably would be a real car. I couldn't quite make out if that was like an S or a 5. Is kind of what I was trying to say. But yeah, it's an interesting arrangement of here. I'm imagining from the 80s. Wow. It does, yeah, kind of looking at some of the styling of it, it does look kind of 80s. In a way, but yeah, especially with like the boxy lights here. I imagine this is all just kind of like one light, but they've kind of like sectioned it off just to make it look a bit fancy. What do we have? Yeah, arachnophilia, World Wide Web. Oh, that's what they're talking about. Because it's a web, and like spiders have webs as well as the internet is a web and stuff like this. They always have the weirdest pictures in their background, don't they? They have like a phone cord going across here. They have like the pause key from a keyboard. And then they have a hand with a bunch of wires tied around it, and I don't know what this is. Oh, it's basically, is that some nails? Oh, I think it's like nails that have had like wires wrapped around to like make a web. Is this supposed to be like the hand is supposed to be a spider or something like that? And you have a 5 key here. Is this like the keys are like the flies? I'm guessing this is what they're trying to do here. The keys are like the flies. The hand is like the spider, and the wires in the background is like the web. But then also you got the wires coming out of the fingers. So I don't know. Yeah, there's an Odyssey thing. Apparently you could change it to a bird at some point, but I didn't see that. Formula 1 Grand Prix editor. Yeah, I didn't show this off because it's an editor. Can we go back to the Porsche? Sure. You're on the loo. Okay. Let us see the Porsche. Here we go. There is, zoom out a bit, get it in frame. The Porsche. Going back to it, I noticed that like the sky colour, and that is a bit off, but it's probably what they had to use because they had, as it says, 64 colours. And they probably chose the colours specifically to make sure these gradients. I mean, look at those gradients. You look at 924. There's a first up with races one. Ah, cool. Champagne gold. Yeah. But yeah, I think they chose all the colours they could to make up the car, and then it's like whatever they had left over, which would, you know, contrast enough. They kind of like made that into the sky, which looks a bit rough, but you know, you work with what you work with. If you've got 64 colours and you want these smooth gradients, that's kind of the sacrifices you have to make. What do we have here? Gosh, what else are they saying here? The future in 3D. What's next for the web? The devil in disguise. DIY web freaks get... What? What are they trying to say here? The devil in disguise. DIY web freaks get possessed. Okay. Browse with the best. 20 web browsers reviewed and rated. Yeah, this time... There could be like, there's 20 different web browsers. I mean, there's probably like 4 or 5 main ones that people would think of or go to nowadays. But yeah, here, there's 20 web browsers. How to put your company online. Could you survive a day in a cyber cafe? The taillight unit is all one unit. Divided up an aesthetic choice. Ah, yes, I was asking about that. Let's go back to that. I mean, probably Starly told you that I was questioning that because, yeah, I can see like there's a turn signal. There's like, is that a thing on cars? Yes, is that a thing on cars? You have a white light on the back, because I know you got the red lights and your turn signals on the back, but specifically like a white segment. Maybe I'm just completely forgetting. To reflectors. Ah, they might be reflectors. Yeah, but yeah, I was thinking. Obviously, you got your turn light. And it's a reverse light. Okay, cool. Oh, they could be reflectors as well, couldn't they? Because, yeah, it's without actually looking at like a proper car, it's because obviously this is like very, very pixelated and drawn and stuff like that, so it's hard to tell. But yeah, that is interesting. Actually, let's have a look. Let's see if we can find one. Was it Porsche 924S? Why not? Porsche 924S. Brake reverse, taillight and fog lights. Yeah. Images. Do we have the backlights? Here we go. We've got some backlights on here. Oh, no, don't do that. Why would you do that? Can I just view the image? Oh, gosh, this is zoomed in quite a lot. This is good because we want to know what it looks like. So... yeah, definitely 2 different types of light here. And then these are like lenticular or corrugated or whatever you'd call them here. And then these look more smooth here. No, they've got the same kind of look to them, but it's obviously they're kind of darker, so it's hard to tell. And indicators, yeah, so you've got your indicators here. That's your reverse light, you say. Brake reverse. Fog lights. Okay, yeah. Interesting though. There you go, there's another picture of a car there for you. Stars. I don't know if this is a good example of one or not. I'm kind of wondering what this is. It's like some thing for like some... I think trailer. Trailer wouldn't make sense for that, would it? Number plate bracket. Ah, yes, of course, because that's missing from here, isn't it? That makes sense. Let us then get that out of here, because yeah, you've got that here, there. Okay, cool. The American one is ugly. Okay. So there we go. Cover disk things. Yeah, we're going through this. I wanted to look at this. So another 3 utilities over on the thing. Yeah, there's a CD player. So obviously, it's a CD-RAW player. I don't have that function on the emulation, or maybe there is, but it's not really. There's not really a point to do it. But it has a CD player. Looks a bit like this. Oh, they've got Jesus and Mary chain on there, and yeah, they've got dedicated buttons to go to different tracks on there. ZGIF data type. You can view many different types of files. There's a GIF data type. And clear RAM, so you can clear your RAM. So yeah, we don't know how to look at all these things, but look at this. Look at this image. Are they like cyber pixies or something? It's a very strange image, but yeah, there we go. What else do we have? So, just the next issue. Here we go, yeah, next issue. Sweet PD. Next month, in the world's greatest magazine, we will be investigating the changing face of the PD scene. With more and more PD and shareware software being released every day, how can you be sure to get what you want at a price that's fair to everyone? Plus, there's only one word to describe next month's serious cover disc, and that word is brilliance, which is accompanied by an exclusive booklet to help you get the most out of the software. Wow. Sounds intriguing, doesn't it? And then, yeah, it's getting near the end of the thing here, but what is this? Who is the embodiment of the whole Amiga ethos? I can see it now, the Commodore Leonardo. Fine. Could you see your Amiga as a notorious Madonna, a hip-rolling Elvis, or a smarmy Bruce Forsyth? Okay, this is what they mean. If the Amiga was a famous person, who would it be and why? Screaming Lord Such, according to somebody. Everyone knows him, everyone loves him, and he has minimal support with everyone going with a PC instead. Bruce Forsyth, multi-talented. He'll be with us for the next generation. Oh yeah, Brucey, as far as I know, still around. Good games indeed. Madonna. It's been going on for years, always changing her image. It's #1 to be around in 10 years' time. For the Amiga. Not so much, but for Madonna, yeah. Go even further ahead. She's still there. Father Christmas, they have so much in common. They've both been around a while, loved by a lot of people. Both drop in, what's this? A lot of houses at Christmas. Elvis impersonators, all inferior. Here we go. People are very loyal to Elvis even after his death. That's the most accurate thing to compare the Amiga to. I think even at this point, it's very appropriate. They believe the Amiga will enjoy a glorious resurrection. Gary Lineker. Oh dear. And they say Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo was an artist, a sculptor, an inventor, and a genius. He was many years ahead of his time, and brilliant in so many fields, indeed. And then the next question we've got here is, what has been your best, worst, funniest experience in a computer shop? Does anybody have an answer for that themselves? What has been your best, worst, funniest experience in a computer shop? I don't really remember having any specific experiences in a computer shop other than looking at software and buying it and thinking, ooh, that looks fun. Ooh, that looks interesting. There's so many different games I'd like to buy, but I will grab this one. As I said, the only kind of experience that I had with involving a computer shop was outside a computer shop. which is, as I said, we were coming back in the car from somewhere. I was looking out the window and we passed by Evesham Micros. And in the window there was the big poster for Rainbow Islands. And I was like, ooh, I really need to get that. That really was amazing. Can I have that? Mum, Dad, can I have that? You know. But inside a computer shop, I just go in there, buy a game or some hardware or something, and then GTFO. Basically. I think my younger brother worked for Dixon's for like a month or two. I really don't have much to say about that kind of thing. But there we go, that is the thing there. Ta-da. Let us move things over. If you have any questions or comments or anything you want to say to Tracy, please use your channel points to put them in the chat now. Tracy. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, Katie. Hello, everybody. Hello, Tracy. Can you answer the question? What was your best, worst, most memorable experience in a computer shop? I will answer Sally's question after I've answered this one from Katie. Obviously I am a dinosaur, and I've been lurking around many places for a while because obviously dinosaurs are, you know, not really seen very much around here nowadays and such like that. So as I said, I've kind of like spent a lot of time lurking around various different places. So I mean, one time I was lurking outside a computer store and I saw somebody drop a snack, and I was like, oh, snack, because I was like obviously just wandering around trying to find food and shelter and all that kind of thing. So I saw the snack. I was like, snack. And then I was like, gosh, well, maybe they will think, maybe they will see that they dropped a snack and then pick it up. And I watched them and they didn't pick it up. And so I was like, gosh, they didn't pick it up and it was just lying on the ground, and they walked out of the shop and it's like, oh gosh, free snack for Tracy. And so I like just kind of like swayed the things, you know, nobody was going around, nobody's going in or out, and so like sneaking around, sneak, and there's like nobody around, go around the shelves, sneak, and there's like, snack is right here, look around more, grab snack, run, and I got out with the snack. Good. I'm glad you got out with the snack. Yay! We have a question from Starly which says, what is your favourite fruit and vegetable? Fruit and vegetable? Gosh, that's like two things. That's like two things. I don't know if I can pick a favourite, but I do like strawberries. Strawberries are good. Strawberries are tasty. And pears? Pears are tasty too. No, just strawberries and pears go together? Strawberries and pears go together? I've never put them together myself, but maybe they do. Okay. And, gosh, well, I like apple. Apples, you know, like apple is the potato of the no, apple is the potato of the fruit world. Isn't it? It's like kind of a staple kind of thing, really, isn't it? But I do like good, like, apple pies, especially if like apples and, like, blackberries and things all in a pie. And it's like, yum. It's all good, isn't it? It does sound very good to me. How about on the vegetable side of things? Oh, favourite vegetable. I do like peas. Peas are good too. They're fun to like chase around. I mean, obviously, if you don't have like a fork or anything, then you kind of have to like go. That could be fun. They taste good too. Also, cucumber is pretty good. It kind of like, some vegetables can be like weird, but they're not too bad. And like, I don't know, potatoes, of course. Potatoes are good. But yeah, I think that's kind of like, that's Tracy's top 6 or 7 list, whatever I said, of fruits and vegetables. Yeah, I think that's good. That sounds good to me. I mean, I would agree with you on most of those things. Yeah, they're good fruits and vegetables. They are very good fruits and vegetables. I would add like mangoes as well. Oh yeah, mangoes are pretty good. Mangoes are pretty tasty. On vegetable side, would I add something else? Peas, cucumber, potatoes. Did you say tomatoes? I was thinking tomatoes. Tomatoes are good too, as well. Obviously, they're more of like a general purpose kind of thing, aren't they? Yeah, you can like put tomatoes on like salads and pizzas and just like in sauces and things like that. Yeah, tomatoes get everywhere, don't they? Tomatoes do get everywhere. Yeah. So yeah, they're pretty good too. Okay. Do you have anything to say about the Amiga magazine or anything else we've like looked at today? Gosh, I can't remember too well. It's okay. It's fine if you don't remember too much. Stally says good picks. Yeah, no, they're very good. They're very tasty and things like that. Yeah. So what did we look at? I mean, what were the games? Oh, there was that interesting game where they turned into a spider. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. That kind of reminded me of my computer store experience. When you were trying to get the snack and that. Yeah, it's like when you turn into a spider and you're like, sneak, 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 sneak. And they're like, yay, there's the snack I want, or whatever, there's a lever I want, button kind of thing. And like, run! And stuff. It's a very good story there, Tracy. Yeah. And it might be true. And it might be true as well. It might not, but it might be. Oh dear. Well, good for sticking to it. Yeah. Anything else to say, Tracy? No. I'm gonna go back over there. I've got how many like coins or things do you have? Pennies. Yeah, let me just have a look here. Penny. Does that say 46 pennies? Oh yeah, and there's 60, and then there's only 14, and I'll have to do my my stream. So I got to practice for that. Yeah, I mean, if you want to get some practice in, that'd be good. I mean, if there's no high pressure or anything like that, you don't have to worry about it. It feels high pressure to me. It probably does. I can imagine that. But yeah, it's just you'd be with me, you'll be with friends and stuff like that, so you don't have to worry too much about things. Yeah, that sounds good. So yeah, you're gonna go and just practice streaming and stuff like that. Yeah, gonna have a try. So thank you everybody for turning up today, and I'll see you later. Bye. So there we go. Is Tracy over there? So yeah, I hope you've all had a good day and stuff like that. I'm glad Twitch actually managed to start working and so that I could stream. Tracy is a good yes. And I'm glad that I did stream today, because obviously, as I said, I've had a lot of not being able to stream over the past month or so. And it's good to be able to kind of get back into it. I mean, earlier today, a couple of hours before starting stream, I was very sleepy still, because yeah, I've been trying to adjust my sleep schedule, and it's not easy to do, for me at least. When you have the ME chronic fatigue that I have, then one of the features, one of the best-selling features of it, is the non-refreshing sleep. So, I mean, I'm given to believe that normal people go to sleep and wake up feeling much better. Not so much on my part of things like that. It can take quite a while, and because I'm trying to shift my sleep pattern, which means potentially getting less sleep and whatever than I would do, then it kind of can impact later and stuff like that. So I've been taking involuntary naps. So that's when your body just decides, no, you sleep now. So yeah, so I was pretty tired about a couple of hours before, but I was like, I really, really, really want to be able to stream. And then it's like, okay, I'm feeling like I'm getting into it. And then I starting the stream. It's like, there's an error, there's a problem. It's like, Twitch, why must you do this to me, Twitch? Why? But eventually, after half an hour of keeping on trying, we eventually got through, which is good. Because I want to keep up at this. Because of my sleep schedules changing and whatever, we'll have to see how the earlier streams on Friday and Sunday go. But obviously I'm going to try for them and that. Because we still have to go to bug snacks. That's something that's been, not done for quite a while. And we do definitely need to get to that. So I will play a song and I'll be on my way and such like that. Bunga time indeed. All the bangers. I'll be looking for where Liz has gone off to and all that kind of thing. So what song do we want to play? I mean, does anybody have any requests? It doesn't have to go through the system or whatever. You can if you want to make it official, whatever. But if you don't want to use your channel points and you just want to say, hey, play this song or whatever, then we can have a look at that. That one. Okay, cool. I haven't played that one for a while. There we go. There it is. So I will play that song and we'll be on our way. So thank you everybody for dropping by today. So you picked it. Did I say it's a good song or something? And you said that's why you picked it. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I will be on my way. I'll play this song and I will see you next time, whenever that is. Hopefully it's going to be Friday. But anyway, whenever it is, I will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
There's a spy in our camp, and I know that they've been talking, saying something when they should be saying nothing, keeping notes when they should be keeping it quiet. So I'll take your word that you're true. You know I trust you. Take it by faith. I am too, and so I must. You question my integrity, 'cause the walls have ears. And when everything's said and done, and our little secrets out in the street, I said it's just between me and the fence post. You know I wouldn't say a thing, I know you wouldn't either. Why think the fence post has been saying things it shouldn't have been? We were covert and quick, and we checked for curtain twitchers, locked all the doors and resisted taking pictures. Swore a blood oath, signed and sealed and cast in fire. So where was the rat that scurried and went squeaking? Where was the tap they left on that started leaking? How did the word get itself beyond these four walls? And when everyone's come and gone and they've all heard what we were trying to hide, I said it's just between me and the fence post. You know I wouldn't say a thing, I know you wouldn't either. Well, I think the fence post has been saying things. I think the fence post has been saying things. I think the fence post should be keeping its counsel. You say that it's done, but it's playing us for fools. It's wouldn't harm. We'll drive us apart. I'll stake what's left of my reputation on this. Left to say, and there's no one left to blame anyway. I said it's just between me and the fence post. You know I wouldn't say a thing, I know you wouldn't either. Oh, I think the fence post has been saying things, yeah. I think the fence post has been saying things. Well, I think the fence post has been saying things. It shouldn't happen.